All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a subscriber already and you like what we're doing, keep on sharing the contents far and wide and let we make our team as strong as possible. All right, so today we're going to be covering our content cracked no Crack series, where in which we discuss some of the top headlines. So what we have on the table today, we have the match that Jamaica should be having, which is the Trinidad game. We want to give you who is eligible to play. We want to see if we can predict the players that will be there as well. So a lot of things we are going to be chopping up, and then we have to look at for the Mexico game coming and what we have to do in certain positions, because obviously we keep data on what the Jamaica national team should be doing. So that's what we want to work on today. So if you're just joining or you're going to join at any point, let me know your thoughts in the comment section after the rewatch. We have started this one a little bit earlier due to the fact that we had some other things to cover for the rest of the day. So that's why we did it like that. Thanks, Elsh Puppy, for being here. Thanks, DNA, for being here. Triple E, tune in, massive respect. Let me know if you guys are hearing me well. All right, yes, let me know if you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Smash up the like button and let me continue with this one. All right, so let me go straight over into the detailing screen so we can go step by step for all the stages that is necessary at this point. All right, so we are going to be doing this now. All right, we saw Chevron checking in. Bless up Kevin. Toffee Rudy, yes man, they said it's loud. You guys prefer this mic, or should I go back to this mic, or should I use one of the other mics? Them let me know. All right, I think you guys said you like this one, and I figured out to kind of sync it with my calling program, which I'm not going to use a calling program for now because I'm working on a few things. All right, yes. So anyways, Jamaica should be having a game Saturday coming, the 11th, no, not next Saturday, the 11th of March, and also the 14th, the following Tuesday, which is the 14th of March. All right, obviously you will get the date, the time for these games, all right, and the venues if you want to go there. Yes. Who is going to be available for that one? We made sure to go and check the FIFA date. The FIFA dates for 2023, the men's calendar would be the 20th to the 28th of March. All right, and matches are tournaments, two. So two matches could be fitted in that time, maybe 4 days apart. So obviously the players them don't get jaded. Remember, you have to understand FIFA and big clubs have issues, so they have to make sure you get spacing and everything. So when you look at that now, you realize that you cannot have some of Jamaica's best inputs. So if you're a person that saw Jamaica and you want to follow it and you're coming from abroad, obviously most of my people are from abroad. And you can't see, and the coach don't pick Ethan Pinnock and those guys, it's because he can't. They would not be available for that window because the games are from the 11th. As you can see here, it's the 11th and also the 14th. All right, so they can't come here before the FIFA window. All right, yes, so they have to go. And with that said, and when I went through the USL and the MLS category as well, they have games on the 11th and also around the 14th for USL. So Speedy and those guys would not be available unless they can ask for an exemption, which I don't necessarily think clubs would want to do. So, all right, and then in the MLS the same. So Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, and those guys would not be available. I want to put the facts here so people can't argue on it. All right, because if you have the facts and you want to argue something, that means it's your problem. All right, so we clear that. So none of those guys would be available for these matches. So you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of these matches then? All right. All right, let me give you my side on the purpose of these matches. The coach just came in, working on things. He said he had a few things to get on, which is the culture that he wants to learn about. All right, you don't necessarily have to have all your best players to figure out the culture. the pattern that you want to play in. You don't have to necessarily have your best players to figure that out as well. And getting reps for personnels that could be substitutes or potential players that you would look out for, because the next part of the story that I'm going to lead to showcase that is the reason why you keep matches like these, because you have to always keep the domestic players being ready. Worst off if your domestic players are not like England, Germany, Italy, Spain, that has the highest level of division. All right, so that is the reason for this one. Yes, so it is worth it. If you are wondering if you should be watching these games, yes, you should be watching these games, because it is worth it for that reason. It's just the start of the coach's tenure, and he wants to work on a few things to strengthen himself in the position. So it is worth it. All right, it is worth it for people question if these matches are worth it, because people ask me if these are the right matches. Yes, I think so. Let me move over to the players that he picked the last time, because people also ask me where he's going to get the players. Is it that just the players that he looked at? I don't think it's only the players that he looked at. I thought he looked at those players for more than one reasons. Some of those players were given to him, and some of those players he saw at the time. All right, and then he made, just because he's trying to acclimatize to the situation, he took those in. And obviously after that, he's going to find people that he wants out of that bunch. And then after now, he had enough time to go to the games to see the additional personnels. So it's a combination of both. If people want kind of worked up on what who he's going to select. All right, so for persons that watches the JPL, let me know who the other players apart from this you think should have gotten a call up for this coming roster. We are going to try our best to make the roster today for you, and when the roster comes out, maybe on the first, he said something about the first, he's going to release a roster, so maybe by then we can really look at it and say, all right, we are done a good job. All right, yes. So that's the task for today, and then right after this we are going to be talking about the midfield for the Mexico game, because there's a lot of news coming out, so we have to chop it up segment by segment. Let me go through these names just to let you know who is who. All right, just to let you know who is who. Let me go through the names. Hope I get it big enough. All right, so we have here that went to the training, Kemar Foster. Let me know if he's one of the better performers in the JPL, and then after we will come to the comment section. Romain Owell, Waterhouse, Ricardo Thomas, Dumbleholin, Peter McGregor, Dumbleholin, Trevante Stewart, Mount Pleasant, Kimani Campbell, Mount Pleasant, Damario Phillips, Mount Pleasant, Devante Campbell, Mount Pleasant, Jamai Topi, Mount Pleasant, Alwyn Harvey, Mount Pleasant, Odin Murray, Mount Pleasant. Tafarai Chambers, Mount Pleasant, Shaquille Dyer, Mount Pleasant, Sue Lay Makala, Mount Pleasant, Eric Edwards, Arnett Garden, Kimani Arborn, Arnett Garden, Earl Simpson, Arnett Garden, Ajuma Johnson, Arnett Garden, Richard King, Cavaliers, Dwayne Atkinson, Cavaliers, Colin Anderson, Cavaliers, Kyle Ming, Cavaliers. Then you have right here, you have Jedine White, Cavaliers, O'Shane Staple, Arborview, Nicholas Hamilton, Arborview, Colorado Murray, Arborview, Jashan Anglin, Arborview, Gawain Astin, Portmore United, Okemo Jones, Chapelton Maroons, Malachi Douglas, Chapelton Maroons, Dujan Whisper, Richards, Phoenix Academy, Jason Wright, Mullines United. All right, so those are the individuals on the list. So we're going to come to the chat, and then we're going to go back to the making the roster. All right, yes, and then we're going to get into the meaty part as well. So make sure as you come in, smash the like button and share your thoughts in the comment section, and definitely subscribe to the new and improved Imaxit/WeMaxit family. All right, Youth Inspiration Upliftment said, good morning, DJ. Bless up yourself, DJ. All right, okay, I understand. So maybe he would use more more local players. No, no, DNA, he's going to use all local players. If you never got that from the conversation, DNA, I am telling you, you need to sleep until in the evening. Devil dog, top of the morning. Yeah, man, we are good, man. We're good. Chopping up the last video for the day for myself because you know my timing is different. All right, Jason Wright, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Then we have Jason Ferran, says sac passe, big up yourself. To win. Tyrone Williams, bless myself. Siobhan says, Romy and Blake deserve a call up. Let me know in the comment section. What say you? I think that's true for me. All right. Then we have Umzo check-in, massive respect. Big up yourself. The Calabar man's pick himself based on form. Brian Mighty, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Siobhan said, Romy and Blake deserve a call up for sure. Hold on, Siobhan. Don't rush the show, big boss. We're going to get right there. All right, because I'm going to calculate up my thing right here so you can get it. All right, so you don't have to wait. All right, this is going to be the potential Jamaica Rasta, but you know I'm the prediction king, so it might just be the actual Rasta. All right, Jamaica Reggae Boyz. Local roster. All right, yep. So that should be about it, and then we should have a squad here. All right, yes man. All right, so we are dead with laugh. Brian Mighty said, is this a new squad or the same? No, it was the old squad, but we have to talk on it as well. All right, and we have to ask who is going to change on it due to the fact that we have heard his first statement, the reason for that squad. Yes, because I saw a lot of players that won't make that squad. All right, because I went and watched the JPL myself and realized that you had other players that should have been called up, but because the coach never knew about a lot of players, hence why he selected that squad. And it's fair because it was a combination of him and listening to people. But now it's going to be more of him doing his job. So I totally understand. The match aren't being played in a FIFA window, so no overseas players will be available. Kevin, I thought our video was I've already stated that, so I don't know if you're telling me that. All right. Jason Guna says Russi, Walker, Marshall, Satchwell from Portmore. So you would have put in Walker and Satchwell in Walker. You would put in Walker in it. So Walker came in the tournament and already hit form already. Because I never got so much great reviews. So is it that you're picking him based on name? I could understand about Satchwell. I heard that he performed, but I heard that he had some difficulties at first. So I don't know if you would put Satchwell in it instant. So let me know. The JPL man's them. Let me know. We need to build a listing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this at the back end of the show as well. To continue. Alright? Because we have laid the foundation for the show already. Let me just give you some information on the possible addition to the Mexico game. All right, because you have a lot of Jamaicans performing incredibly well, whilst you have some of the Jamaicans them not performing at all because they ain't getting in the game. You know, so let me make sure we give you the good and also the bad as well. Tennessee, big up yourself, massive respect. God, big up yourself. All right, so let me go right here. We have Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison was the linchpin of our midfield at the back end of the World Cup qualifiers, and also the linchpin of our entire team in the qualifier, in the Nations League and the Gold Cup qualifiers. Well, at this point, Ravel Morrison does not have a club. Would that determine if he makes the team? For me, and my standard, I would say yes, because I could not be saying anything else, because people would say that, okay, so when a local player playing at a level, you guys question things. If he's not playing football, I am going to have to ask the question if he should be selected, you know, and I have to say he can't be selected if he's not playing any football. If he's still training and you have others in the same position, playing in the JPL, then maybe you could have squeezed him over maybe you could have squeezed him over one of the JPL players then that's playing. But if he's not playing, you have other midfielders like KC Palmer performing well at the championship level. Hutchinson performing well, which you're going to touch Hutchinson right after, and KC Palmer as well, just to show you. All right, we just put this at the front part so we want to have the conversation. So they stated here, Wayne Rooney explains why he asked ex-Manchester United teammate Ravel Morrison after 7 months. All right, yes, after 7 months. All right. Ravel Morrison was once the next big thing emerging from the Manchester United Academy, but appears to have failed to make the grade at Wayne Rooney's DC United. All right, and they continue to state that Wayne Rooney insisted he has enough midfielders at his disposal and wanted to prioritize other positions, as he explained, cutting Ravel Morrison from his DC United squad. So based on what you watch, you think the midfielders are better than Ravel Morrison, so for him to prioritize, or you think that they are lower level than him, but they have the age, because remember Ravel Morrison is getting older as well. So maybe if a player is one tier lower than you and they are younger, and you think that their trajectory or their ceiling will be higher, and they're upgrading year by year, you can do a calculation to say maybe in a half a year's time this man will be better than Ravel Morrison. Are you guys seeing that? Or you thought that Rooney did him a hard one? Let me know in the comment section. All right. Yes. So let me continue. DC kicked off their Major League Soccer campaign with a dramatic comeback victory against Toronto on Sunday. Former Aston Villa and Liverpool, and also Belgium, Christian Benteke brought Rooney's side level in the 90th minute, and Theodore De Pietro scored deep into added time to earn all 3 points in the Eastern Conference. All right, so they got points. It's hard for you to argue with that, because people that got points, you can't argue with that. All right, he might have it. Maybe when things not going good, then you could start questioning things. But if it's going good, you can't question things so much. All right, let me continue. There was no sign of Morrison in the squad for the fixture amid reports that Rooney had removed him from the roster on the eve of the MLS season. Wow. The Jamaican international, 30, which is 30 years old, reunited with his former Manchester United teammate last July, but it appears he had been left out in the cold just 7 months on. So are you guys seeing Ravel Morrison getting a different club? Because he never performed bad, guys. He never performed bad for my liking, all right? He performed decent in those games. Not much games, but he performed decent enough for you to look at it. But obviously, based on what I've learned, based on what I've learned, he could become a person that's hard to manage. You understand me? So I hope he digs deeper into that. They do dig deeper into it. Like, no, Rooney gives something different, because he had not made it clear, because that still leaves a lot of speculation. Because if you're going to say you cut it because you want to focus on other positions. So was he worse than the other players in the position? I don't think so, based on what I saw. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. Just got a text, so I had to attend to it. All right, so that's what I want to ask. All right, yes. Let me see what the chat's saying at this point. If it's something about age, JD, he should have him on the bench. Okay, fair enough. I believe age plays a factor with Ravel. Okay, he's just 30. Right. Big up yourself, Devon Porter. Massive respect. All right. He will play for another MLS club. Okay, that's good. All right. Maybe Ravel should go play a lower league. Wow. If D'Lo can find another club, so can he. All right, that's what Umza said. All right, Warren Webster, our brother, the father of the channel, massive respect. How are you doing, man? Football news, blessing, big up yourself. All right, Triple E said MLS created history with 65K fans showed up at 2 games playing in the same at the same time. This is a vast improvement to the league as they continue to market the business aspect. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Devon Porter said Toronto can sign Ravel because our midfield is not good. All right, so obviously people thinking that he's going to be places. Osh Poppy, big up yourself. JD, I think it's disciplinary reasons. Okay, well they never gave it. Maybe I need to go back into more details. All right, but they're just giving you what he did in his career more than telling you that it's disciplinary reasons or something. All right, KW, Dr. Gigi, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. KW, so Ravel has a disciplinary issue, and that's his problem. It never a matter of talent or age why he's cut. Okay, all right. I heard someone that somewhere that DC is also looking to bring one more big name. So maybe that's why they cut him. Okay, fair enough. Enough respect, Devon, man. El Padrino said, big up. All right, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, guys. Make sure you smash the like button, share and subscribe. That's how you get people to the program. All right. I hope that as JA players get better, they can also tap into the MLS and move on from the JPL leagues. All right, Mr. United said you're the best, JD. Okay, thank you very much. We are trying to go back to that stance, you know. But it is what it is. But let me have that conversation. Should he be picked for the national team coming right up if he does not find a club, which is very, very soon? I think the 20th, we talked about it right here. We talked about the international period, the 20th to the 28th. So you have to pick players before the next 2 weeks, 1000%. Should he be picked for the national team? And based on, I want to hear you guys take on that, because that is important. Should he be picked? Yes or no? Should he be picked? I want to hear some strong conversation. And if you say yes, give me a reason, because you're gonna have people here saying that, oh, when a JPL man get picked, we complain and stuff. All right, yes. Let me move on to our other players that's doing well. That could replace him. All right. That could replace him right here. We talked about them early on in the season, and we are going to talk about them yet again. We have Casey Palmer. Did play for Jamaica before. But definitely maybe something went wrong along the lines. All right, but he played for Jamaica before. Came here. And he never really, I don't know what took place, but he had some troubles in his career at that time, changed clubs, and then from there he starts to kick on because the club believed in him from the first day when they bought him. All right, yes. Why quick to jump to indiscipline when that wasn't reported? That's what I said. I never had it reported, but I had to put that in it as well, that he could be a hard person to deal with based off previous engagements. We have to put that in it, so we can put it in it, but we cannot state that that is the reason. All right. Beside Argentina or Brazilian league, MLS is the new place to get a move to Europe. So any Jamaican that has a chance to play in the MLS and this decline is stupid. Okay, not until he gets a club to play for Jamaica. That's coming from Sheridan. All right. So Jason give his take. Jason Perenawar in a chat. No, we shouldn't pick a player that's not actively playing. All right, that's coming from Humble One. Up and running. I want to hear from you guys. All right, the games in the JPL has improved a bit, but the technical level has a lot to improve. Well, we know that. All right, my Ravel made a mistake when he left England. I said that from the beginning. He is talented enough to get another club. And yes, who can replace Ravel? Well, we're telling you who can replace Ravel, and we are going off football. We're not going off sensationalism. You hear that, Claudine? All right. KC Palmer. I've always said this kid is talented. When you guys talked about Maggie, I said KC Palmer is better than Maggie by a good stretch. He does everything that Maggie does, and even he added a little bit more defensive solidity to his game. All right, but you guys never really looked at it because obviously you don't, most people when it comes on to conversation, they don't really look at the players them based off what they're doing. They just come up and said, okay, this man is not Mikel Antonio or Ethan Pinnock, so he should not play for Jamaica. But KC Palmer changed club and starts to produce. As you can see here, 29 games played so far, 19 starts, minutes per game much more upped, 59. Goals scored, 3 goals so far. Yes, and you have to look at his midfield side. All right, penalty 1 there, and then you look at his assists, 2 assists. Touches per game, 35.7. Big chances created, 8. Key passes, 1.3. And then you look at his accuracy, which is accurate per game, 13.8, 69%. In his own half, 76%. All right, obviously, you know, attacking midfielder don't really drop so deep. Opposition half, 10. All right, that's 64, which is in his territory. That's good. Long balls, 0.5, 38%. Chip passes, 0.3, 27%. And accuracy on crosses, 0.3, 30%. All right, and he still offers defensive stats. If interceptions, which applies in any part of the field, any parts of the third, and tackles per game, 1.8, which is much better than Maggie. All right, possession 1, 0.4. Dribbles pass per game, 0.7, which is not the best. Clearance per game, 0.4, and other attributes, which is successful dribbles, 1.2, which is good. Totals, duels 1, 5.3, 51, which is the ground duel, 4.2, 51, aerial duels, 1.8, which is he's bigger and more combative, so 48, that is good. Possession loss, 12, that is, he's an attacking midfielder by trade, so the 12 is not a problem. All right, fouls committed, 1.1, was fouled, 1.3 there. And the yellow cards could be problematic, 5 yellow cards as well. Yes, so you have some areas that he needs to polish up on, but he's not perfect just the same. But I think he offers more as an individual. So what say you? Should they call him in? Let me know in the comment section. Should they call him in? All right, Hush Puppy said yes, he was playing good up until they let him go. All right, so people said you should call him. Jason said he played well in the game to me. When he came, so we should still call Ravel just the same. No club, no Ravel. Okay. Dr. Dan said, but JD, people want pick Whisper and he's not playing in a league. I don't understand some people. Well, tell you what, Dr. Dan, that's why we have reconverted the channel. So we are dealing with educated people here. None of us said, we had all said Whisper should not even make the national team, much less a call-up. You understand? We had all said that. So we stick to the same claim. So if we are going to say that for Whisper, it showcases that we are not biased. We are going to say the same thing for Ravel as well. Because we have to lead from some standards. You understand me? So if we can say that for Whisper, we have to say that. And I came out flat out and said, he should have not gotten a call-up. He did nothing. All right? So if Ravel is not playing, unless they don't have no more midfielder, then you pick him. But he should not be over others that you can pick that's doing good. Diagnosed with ADHD. Oh, that's Netherlands. ADHD. With no one talk about, yes, he talk about that. One of the biggest implications of his diagnosis is they did not fulfill their potential. Okay. Well, we're going to have to look at that, all right? Yes. KC Palmer should get called. Yes, I think I would call him. Jason, I would call him over Dr. Gigi. Well, if that's the case, Dr. Gigi, that makes no sense. Playing, getting a trials or playing in an academy overseas, which he's not playing in an academy overseas. So we don't tell lies here. He went on a trial. All right, that's it. He's not playing in an academy overseas. So that's a lie. All right, yes, that's not true. So let me clear that up. All right, Hutchinson is playing in an academy and also a tier overseas. So that is different. So that's why Hutchinson and those guys could get called. But if you have a standard, we have to live by the standard. No. So if that's the case, Ravel should always be in the team. KC Palmer should get called 1000%. All right. Yes, so I've answered you, Dr. Gigi, and I said no, he should not be called based off that. Ravel is the best player in the team. Yeah, but oh, you're gonna know if other players are good. I think. Yeah, but on the one, he was talking previous videos. Yeah, people came up with those madness. You have people. Damario Macalum, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. You said big up a thin skin friend. Okay, massive respect. Alright, so far you've not convinced me about any to replace him. Well, I just told her that KC Palmer could replace him as well. Obviously, KC Palmer would come in as a newer personnel, so you would have to learn the game. Dr. Gigi, me not have no time for that, Dr. Gigi. We not talk about pity patter foolishness. We are talking about real life football. Alright? Real life football. Ravel Morrison is in a better shape than anybody on them so-called tournaments that we are talking about, brother. Alright? We are talking about real life football. We ain't talking about no joke thing. You get me? Yes, you don't pick these players. These players have done nothing. You get me? These are just for propaganda sales only. Straight up. We are talking about real world national team for the team to reach somewhere. Reality we are talking about. I'm not talking about gimmicks. You get me? The Jamaica national team should not be here to play about. It should not. It should reserve for the best people and quality. You get me? Not no make-up story and the drama. Me not depend on that, brother. So for me, that no fly. You get me? Nobody in the academy. Nobody in the nothing on the high level. So they don't even deserve to be called up in maybe not even in the local team. Because they're not doing anything. You understand me? People get picked based off what they're doing. Facts. So you have that kid. You remember when I came here and I said I wanted to hear Mr. Hallgrímsson talk about Anderson? And you guys say me bad mind? Well, Anderson must see a score a hat-trick. And he must score a hat-trick off of a bad game. A bad playing game. Because the game was not the highest level game. And the guy was more instinctive and get a goal. You understand me? So I was looking at football while everyone looking at propaganda and stories. You understand me? I am staying on reality. We are talking about Ravel and we wanted to know why if Ravel should be in the team. Dr. Gigi, but you're talking Dr. Gigi and it's not coming off reality, Dr. Gigi. Straight up, you understand me? Yes, I know all of the stories and I said no. Those players should not be even consider. You get me? Yeah, if we are going to say Ravel should not be in the team based on him not playing, no other player should be considered if they're not playing reality football, not FIFA football. You understand me? No other player. I don't even know how you get this in the conversation, Dr. Gigi. I'm going to lose off of you. So KC Palmer should be one to be looked at. Omari Hutchinson doing well is the next one you could look at. All right, you could look at. You don't necessarily have to pick him. That is the standard we're setting, Dr. Gigi. So Omar Hutchinson played in the Premier League and also doing well. One of the best players. We are looking at the future, Dr. Gigi. We're looking at the future here. Hutchinson is literally 19 years old. And KC Palmer is mid-20s. So that is the future. That is for the next World Cup and the other World Cup as well. So what are you talking about? Or you just want to make up a story for something else? I think you're pushing a different agenda there, Big Boss. I have to call you out on that. You know me, Virgin, but I have to call you out. I don't see nothing for we picking people. All right? For the national team, reserves for people that's doing something and reached somewhere. Should be the pinnacle, and that is reality. We sell too much unreal, some madness too much. That's why we convert it to the reality session. All right. KC Palmer deserve another call up. So does Hutchinson. Yes. Vinny said, why do people make things up and they know JD will call them out? No. All right. You know, I've said I revives and the humble one. Should I take calls because you are the two ones them said I shouldn't take no call on the channel. So I want to know if I could take the call from Dr. Gigi to hear what he has to say, because He's irking my feelings inside. After me stay here the whole time and listen to stories and try to reason out logically, he's coming with a bunch of madness. So I have to call him out. You understand me, brother? Alright, one of them said I should take calls. I'm waiting for Umber One. Yes, take calls, Umber One. I revive say, alright, so Mr. Dr. Gigi, call in, give your take. Because I'm gonna chop it up today with actual quality. So the phone line is open. Let me go right here. All right. So we want to hear from Mr. Dr. GG. Omza said, I'm confused. If Whisper is being called without a club, why is that? No, that's not that. I am talking about, I am making my own rules and standards. All right, and I am saying that I wouldn't call Ravel because he's not playing for a club. You understand me? So I wouldn't even entertain these whisper conversation on any other player that's not playing for no club. Because they have done nothing. That is just my reality. So I've started from Ravel to show you that that's the stance Jamaica should take. And if the coach take that same stance, nobody can curse him. Because I am going to come here and tell him that that's why we can't reach nowhere. Because we sell too much sensationalism rather than actual factual information. You understand me? Yes. And the factual information state that Ravel can't make it, then nobody can make it if you can't play. You have seriously talented players putting in hard work, wanted to learn. Because I love what I heard from Anderson the last time. The guy was doing good in the trials. One of the most impressive players in the trials that nobody wanted to talk about. And I saw him. And then after the guy said he never played at this intensity in his life. And then I went to watch a match. And he was the highest tempo player on the field. He was the highest tempo player on the field. Whilst he's saying that he never played at these levels in his life. So you see what levels required when he was the highest tempoed player on the field in the trials.
Hello.
1 second, Dr. Gigi. Are you hearing me, Dr. Gigi?
Yeah, echo, JD. Yeah, echo.
I'm echoing. All right. Are you hearing me better now? Are you hearing me better now, Dr. Gigi?
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Gigi, you not hear me? All right, it looks like Dr. Gigi have his problems. All right. Yes. So all I'm saying is that guy was the least tempoed guy. He said he never played at these tempos before, and right after that, he was the highest tempo player. So, you're not hearing nothing. I don't know what happened to this phone. Then let me try and sort it out here. Because I've connected a different mic, so that's why I was testing out a few things. All right, I will do that. Yes, call in now, Big Boss. Call in back. Let me take the call again. Let me call you back. To see if it works this time. All right. Because I'm still working on things, man. Just like how I'm working on things here. Yes, people, like up the stream. Are you hearing me now better, Big Boss?
Hello.
You not hear me? Ooh. All right, so 1 second, Big Boss. Let me turn off this. Are you hearing me now, Big Boss?
Hello.
You're not hearing me? Dr. Gigi, you not hearing me?
Phone.
I don't know what happened to the phone. It looked like the phone call is out of sync. The phone call is out of sync at this point. It's out of sync at this point. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open the discard. Let me open the discard and see if calls come in via the discard. 1 second, guys. I will open the discard so I can see if calls come in through the discard. And if people hearing me well. All right? Yes. So, hold on. But it's okay. We're going to do the discard. No, I think it's something from my system. I've hooked up a different mic. As you can see, this is the next mic that I have downstairs. And this is the next one that people said they liked. So I wanted. No echo. Okay. I'm going to open a discard and I will open a call right here, which is the lobby section. So people can come in. I will drop the link and people can come in via that link. It's always good. So if you don't get notifications and you have problems with notifications, that is where you can come and always get your update when I'm live or not. All right. Yes. JD, your sound is fine. He's the one. Okay. Okay. No problem. But we are sorting it out. The Discord is open, so people can join. Just for we to test it out. All right. Yes. We first indicated that most likely we won't get any players playing overseas for the 2 games versus Trinidad. So why are we focusing on players outside of Jamaica and people who don't have Jamaica at heart? So what are we talking about? What are we talking about, Siobhan? I think you have lost all the plots because we have not talked about anybody outside Jamaica. You get me? We have talked about local selecting team, and also 1 week later after the game finishes, or 3 days later after the game finishes, people will have to get selected. All right? Yes. So nobody focused on anything wrong. We are perfectly spot on in the same thing. Hutchinson wanted to play for Jamaica. Casey Palmer came here to play for Jamaica before. So what are we talking about? Ravel Morrison play for Jamaica. So what are you talking about, Siobhan? Because you definitely lost me there. What are you talking about? Yes. So let me continue. Let me continue, guys. Big up yourself, Ian Campbell. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. All right, let me close this. And then when persons come in the Discord, I will see if it works. All right. Yes. So I just asked that question, guys, about Ravel, just to give you that background, to say who could have replaced him. We explained what's at stake, and we have 2 personnels already. We have DJ not getting much game time. He's coming off the bench, but he came on and played well. So he would have been in that queue of people to select for the midfield as well. And obviously, for persons in the local side, maybe midfield spots will open up. Obviously, midfield spots are always a problematic setting because we don't have natural defensive midfielders as well. You understand me? So it's always something to work for. Yes. Triple E said, I hope we don't get into the subject about Jamaica at heart. No, I don't know what Siobhan was actually even talking about. Clearly, he was not listening to the conversation. Mr. United said, the forward from Cavaliers is one of the best prospects in the JPL. But Mr. United, when I said that, from when they did the trials, people said I was bad-minded. Why me don't want to hear about the other players then? And I said, I'm looking for who impressed. I wanted to hear what he thought about that person, so I could have calculated what he's thinking. That's what I wanted, you know. All right. So, anyways, let me move on to this one. Some of the players. Let me write down the players on this that I think should get a call up. All right, for the 2 matches. These are the dates for the matches, guys. All right. So the matches date Saturday the 11th, the 11th and the 14th. So people that just join in, it's going to be outside of FIFA window, which is the 20th and to the 28th. All right. Yes. So that means 3 days before the players will try to leave out to meet these dates. All right. So they won't be available. So that's why we're having 2 conversations. So I don't know why Siobhan out here talking all sort of thing. Maybe he's playing game. You know, he's playing game. All right. So let me pick the best 25 players that we think could make the list. All right. So in goal, who are the best goalkeepers? Let me set it right here and then add it to my listing, because that's what the video was all about. All right, to complete. And make sure when you just come in, you drop that like button and share it. All right, share the video. All right. So first responder said stop picking players for the coach. This has to stop. What are you talking about, first responder? So we don't have a show. We don't have to enlighten the people in first responder. So if a next man not playing and the coach set a standard, why we should not educate the fans? Let me educate you, first responder. Let me educate you. We are the ones that enlighten people to go and pay their money to go and watch a game. You want to see a stadium empty because people have the false perception of something? That is the jobs and should be the jobs of YouTubers. Well, that is the job for me. So, Mr. First Responder, if you're talking to me and picking players and you don't like it, you can skip out on this video. It has no relevance for you, but I think it has relevance for the actual entire football system. So, if it's me you're talking, you can skip out on this video, but this is what I am doing. All right, I have to enlighten people and who is doing their job. All right, yes. Is this the team for the Trini game? Yes, we are picking the team for the Trini game coming up. All right. Christopher Wright says Kemar Foster made the listing. All right, so Foster as one of the goalkeeper made the listing. Where is Brian Mighty? Where's Brian Mighty? So Foster made the listing. First responder, you know we not play games, don't? All right. You know we not play games. And why are we doing YouTube videos then, first responder? So I want you to make sure you go around and make sure you tell people don't do any YouTube videos, because I don't know why would we be doing YouTube videos then if we are not talking something constructive. I'm telling you, Chris Smith, I don't know if people does makeup store when they come on this channel. Unfortunate, Casey Palmer is injured. All right. Myri into the context, JD is responding on facts with regards to players. Call Brian Mighty. No, my phone ain't working. Brian Mighty have to join the Discord. Because I am not even sure if the Discord working, connecting to me, people hearing me. All right, yes. So anyways, so Foster is the first one. All right, yes. Foster is the first one. Yeah. Let me see the other goalkeepers that came in. Jedine White got picked the last time. So would you go back for Jedine White again? Let me know if you go back for Jedine White again. All right, let me know which other goalkeepers doing well. People said no. All right, so so who else you would put in? Because remember, you have to have more than one goalkeeper. You know? You can't talk in the Discord. All right, let me see. Why you can't talk in the Discord? All right, let me see. You have to unmute yourself in the Discord. That's the problem. I saw it said you're muted. So I don't know what else to do. You have to unmute yourself in the Discord, because I am talking there and you should be able to hear me. So I don't know what happened, why you're not hearing me. All right. I'm going to listen, but you will soon understand, JD. YouTube is the place to be. How about Junior Flemings? Okay, but first responder, that means you're not looking. So first responder, you can't say YouTube is a place to be, but at the same time saying that no one should pick a team. So what you should be doing, first responder? All right, what you should be doing. Can we not put out potential players that will be in and around so people can get G-up? So what happen if Anderson family want to know if he's going to, he more likely will be in the team? Eh? You get me? What? Come on, first responder, man. Do better than that, big boss. YouTube is the place where you should connect the fans to help sell the product of Jamaica football and other places. That is your job. So if you're doing anything and building a vibes, I think that you get it misconstrued. That is not the job for YouTube, or at least the Jamaican space. What it was built for, or what I came here for, was to try and educate the people, man, and keep them updated and what's to come and what they should spend their money on. All right, yes, JD, first responder don't understand what's going on here, just ignore him and move on. Okay, no problem. All right, okay, no problem. But we have no bad intent, first responder. We are not picking out no team for the coach or nothing. All right. Would you bring the youth 17 for experience? I don't think I saw nothing from none of the youth 17s them for me to pick them. I don't think so. I don't think no one has impressed that much to get any game time. You had U20s that should be picked then. If that's the case, you look for Blake. Blake is in the U20s. He has impressed in the Manning Cup, impressed in the tournament and stuff. So I would not go for a U17 when I could have brought in a U20. So Blake would have been that one that I would have actually brought in. I wouldn't go down because nobody in the U20, 17s were impressive, to be honest. You get me? Yes, so you couldn't. You couldn't go for no youth 17s. I have to be honest. No youth 17s have actually impressed in the youth 17s. It's itself in the youth 17s full game. Check the discard permission. Would you be upset if the coach don't pick anyone on your list? No, no, no. But at least we're trying to put out the people that's doing good. All right, but I think first responder, what you need to do, just pull up to the front part of the video and you realize, oh, we have laid out every single thing so we can have this conversation. All right, it was not an intent to pick anything, any player for the coach. All right, how many of those U17 could have even made the U20? I don't think none. No, Jadine White for Andrew 55 says, all right, so who are the other two keepers you would have put in this listing? All right, so let me know. I don't know what permission where is Shakpo? Because Shakpo is the one that deal with these things, you know. So, all right, the permission, I need to look at the permission. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get people in the Discord, but I don't know how to work it because it's Shakpo deal with these things. Sure. All right. What he says, you can't unmute. So why Shakpo never do that when I wanted it to be done? But he did it now. All right, guys. Can someone tag Shakpo to come and fix this problem? Because I don't know nothing. I couldn't cause the problem because I don't know how to even fix it. All right. So Vice. All right. So permission. I don't see any muted or nothing. I don't. What Shakpo doing? Oh, he did that. Wow. All right. People. I don't know how to fix it. I don't see any permission. I don't see any permission, so I can't unmute it. All right. Yeah. So the whole thing is, let me continue. Forward line. I would have, for me, I would have brought back in the forward line, like what we have on this list. I would have brought back 100%. Anderson would have been on the list. Anderson is the first one on the list. With so we have Foster on the list. Anderson made the list. Anderson made the list. All right. Let me see now. Peter McGregor, Dumbledore Lynn, Kimani Campbell. I could see Kimani Campbell made back the list. Jamai Topi. I've watched a game with Jamai Topi. I watched a game with Jamai Topi. I need to watch more from him, but I think he's going to make the list. So Topi will have to make the list based on how much games he played for the national team, and his team is doing well as well. But I am not 100% sold on him, to be honest. I am not sold on it, all right? So I would think, so Anderson, Foster, Topi, so far, Campbell would have made it as well. So I'm just talking about some players that I think would be on it, that to my knowledge, all right? Yes, I am not the greatest person for King. Yes, King would have been on it. King would have been on it. King, I was going to come to King, Ari. So King would have been on it. The guy from Arnett Gardens, the defender. Let me tell you his name right here. Where he is from Arnett Gardens. Earl Simpson will get a next call. Earl Simpson. And Arnett Gardens is not a bad team, you know, guys. Arnett Gardens is not a bad team. Earl Simpson would be getting a call up in this. I would not see. I think. Would you guys you think Malachi Douglas would get a call out of this? And Malachi Douglas and Joshan Anglin? You think Malachi Douglas and Joshan Anglin would have got a call up in this one to play deeper? To play deeper? I think one out of the two, Anglin or Douglas, will get called out of the two, because both of them could play in a deeper role or play a more tackler in midfield. So let me know if you would go with that. I heard people saying King played in that tackling role as well. So maybe they would have bring King as a centre back and also a player that can play multiple positions as well. All right. So maybe that's getting sorted out as well. All right. JD, it is a local Trinidad team. Also, yes, obviously, because all of the registered leagues do give Earl Simpson. No, ready. Okay, you wouldn't put Earl Simpson in it. I think he's gonna be on the list. All right, so King, Topi, and Earl Simpson, I think they're going to be a part of it. All right, yes. I don't know. I'm going to try and fix this this card because I don't understand. Both of them muted. All right, so I don't know, guys. I don't know how to fix this thing. I don't know how to fix this thing because how can I have a discussion tab and you can't talk in it? Oh, that makes sense, you know? So I don't know how to fix this damn thing, all right? But our permission. All right, so I've gotten a permission now, guys. Let me see if I can get I can get people speaking in it. All right, permission listening, okay. Permission not synced. All right, let me see if I can all right, I should be able to find it now. All right, okay. All right, so it should be okay now. You should be okay now. People inside the chat, you should be okay now. All right, so unmute your mic. Guys, try unmute your mic and see if you can come in. All right, it should be okay now. So try and unmute your mic. Big up yourself, Jamaican good. Massive respect. JD, no, try and unmute your mic. No, we have just changed something in it, in the system. So let me. All right, so I'm not here. All right, none of the guys are not hearing me, so I guess they are not unmuting their mics. All right, let me try and do it one more time, because the permission just came up here, and I said Vice. I have actually allow our members to talk in the Vice channel. Yes. Video. All right. So yes. So everything is okay there. So you should be able to talk. All right. It was on X. All right. So it should be able. It should be working for you now, guys. All right. Let me sync.
1 2 check.
All right, Jason, stop making bag of noise, now, brother. But 1 2 1 2 check. You can't just start normal. You are unmuted. So and Sheridan is unmuted. So the next two guys, them you can just unmute your mic. Just please press unmute for yourself, please, guys. Unmute is not hard because you're hearing me, and you are hearing me, Jason. You guys are hearing me inside the Discord.
Yes, they have to go out and come back in.
All right, so I'm gonna disconnect Rangatan Pitney, and then yes. So all right, so guys, we're getting people online so they can give their take. All right, Dr. Gigi, you can come back in. It's going to work for you now. It's going to work for you. All right, you can come back in. Guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right, let me see the likes on the video, and please guys, go if you have time, go back and watch the girl football video. It was a very good video today, and I know you guys only like to support the men's. Well, support the girls as well. All right, so hit the like button to get us to 100 on the video, and let me see if we can end this one with 250 before it's done. So you are hearing me, Sheridan. That's a good thing. I want to know if you are hearing me in the conversation. All right, if you're hearing me from the Discord as well.
I'm hearing you, JJ.
All right, so everything is working. All right, great. All right, so say what you're saying now. What say you before?
Yeah, what I was saying, JJ, regarding the whole I remember initially we said that we agreed that most likely it's going to be a local-based team.
Mm-hmm.
When I said the comment about stop talking about players who have no interest in Jamaicans, I was talking about a part.
Our callers in the Discord echoing. All right, so we will fix that. The Discord echoing. Alright, it should be okay now. It should be okay now. It should be okay now. Alright? Are you hearing me now? It should be okay now. It should be okay now. Are you still hearing the echo? Because I took it off, right? It's okay now? Let me know if it's okay now. Yes, I am hearing the same way, man.
Only care that's another argument because obviously certain persons have ulterior motive. Their interest is not for the light and have their own initiative. So for just stop give certain people the do and wish them the best whatever. But would need to focus on
they said you're still echoing, so they said you're still echoing. Inside the Discord is still echoing. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn off this for now because they said the inside the Discord is still echoing. I don't know why. Inside the Discord is still echoing. I don't know why. Alright, let me take off this one then. Let me take off this one completely and only use one options. Alright.
And as I say, I for the past couple of days I've been watching a couple of
Alright, Siobhan, what we're gonna do? Siobhan,
and I have been seeing some players. Alright, is that better now?
No, it's not better. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn off the Discord. I will fix that later because I never had time to do it. So I will turn it off. And then I will call you guys in from the cell phone, alright? Yeah, so let me just call you guys in because I let me call Siobhan. Siobhan, call in the WhatsApp. So anyone wants to call in, and I will just talk to you direct. You call in, I will put it on speaker, and we'll fix that later. All right, we'll fix it later. Yes, we'll fix it later. No problem. We'll fix that, guys. We'll fix it. Am I okay now? Omar Folin said, JD, your channel sound like a jump and sound. Okay, no problem. I have sophisticated technologies, just the same. Maybe that's why. So yeah. Well, we took it off. So call in Siobhan on the phone line. Call in on the phone line, and we will take the call. And you're saying there. We will fix it after. Don't worry yourself. We will fix it after. I can't do these things online. All right. Yes, because I heard what Siobhan said, and I wanted to have that conversation with him. So, are you guys hearing me well? Let me know. Are you hearing any echo at all? Or it's working well from my side now? Because I've turned off a few things. So that means I can't. So are you guys hearing me? Okay, you're hearing me well. All right, good. Let me continue. All right, let me continue on what we have. All right, no problem. So yeah, Siobhan, call in on the line here. All right, so someone tells Siobhan to call in here. All right, no problem. Good. Let me continue, guys. So let me focus on separate ones. All right. Yes, because he said he never wanted anyone to confused. So what we have to look at the local squad for the first game. All right, the first two games, which is Trinidad. Who could get involved. I'm gonna try and call Brian Mighty. Let me see if he could have. All right, so let me see if Mighty is on. We can get him and see if he could give us any information on what's going on and who he would have actually placed, like who played well so far, you know. But Siobhan, call in on the WhatsApp. Anyone wants to call in on the WhatsApp. Okay, we never get Brian Mighty, so that's his situation. Let me call Dr. GG, hear what he's saying, just to finish up everything. What is Trinidad FIFA ranking? We have to look at that. But FIFA ranking, you don't have to look at that at this point, though. Good afternoon, Mr. Dr. GG. What were you saying now? What were you saying?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning. No, it's true. You're talking about Ravel Morrison. Right? Saying that boy, no? And to Dr. Doros say, was asked the question, how come people want to whisper in the side and don't have the same things? It plays for Academy.
Yes.
It does. That's how I was answering to Dr. Don, question to you.
Yes.
He does play football. Remember, he went over there, then he went across and joined Phoenix.
Okay.
He played football.
Can you no Dr. Gigi, before you say certain things, you say one part he's playing for Academy. So him playing for the Academy I remember at that time we were talking about the national senior team, the main games, So so you think that him playing for Academy deserves to get in the national team? That's what you said. You think he's qualified for that? That's what I'm asking.
How many players play for the national side? Young players come from Academy. How many? Lots of people.
How many, Dr. Gigi? Not much. Not much at all. Not much at all. Dr. Gigi, not much if any.
Special players.
No, not much if any at all. If any at all. Dr. Gigi. Because remember, it's an ambition, We are playing Mexico at that time. That was the conversation we had. All right. So I can't name a player that's played in an academy and played in their national team that's going anywhere. I have not seen that special, because anybody that's special is in a national in an actual team. So if you're special, you're in an actual team. You get me? So I think you're overthrowing this. No, Dr. Gigi, listen to me good. Dr. Gigi, I think you're overblowing this special thing. That's where I think you have the problem. I think the special conversation and the top level players conversation, I think you're overblowing that. Because remember, we have the same kids in England playing in the Premier League. And what you hear is Angler come here and said about Hutchinson. He said about Hutchinson that because Hutchinson born in England, why he might get opportunity. So by that same statement, if Hutchinson should not be in the team, why you can pick a player that's not doing anything at all comparing to Hutchinson? So that's what. No man, no. Dr. Gigi, Dr. Gigi, I'm using standards, because remember we are trying to make sure the national team upheld a certain standard, because his own and the same man's handler, said Hutchinson, the only reason why I'm get game in England is because he's from England, that's what he said on my page, So this is not people asking. He said it to me, and I said, brother, you never watch Hutchinson play football, because I don't think you have a player better than Hutchinson, none at all. That's what I said to him on the same video. That's what I said. So if that's a standard for certain people can't get in the team, how can you pick a player out of his academy to play in the national team? Because I don't see what you sign. I don't see what you sign. I have to be straight up, because I'm talking about big man football. I'm not talking about a player of quality. Yes, the player have quality, but I don't see what you're saying. You get me? To go in the national team, I don't think that makes no sense at all. I think if you want to give him a tryout, or you want to do this in a Trinidad match, yeah, you could go ahead and do that. But I don't see no other way, my brother.
What Jerry, hold on, there's a saying in Jamaica. That's the first time in life, you know that. You might say you might be the first player. So what? Jamaica make history now. You might be the first player to join Academy and go straight to national. So you want Jamaica make history too, like Messi make history. We can make history too.
What kind of history Messi make? Dr. Gigi? What kind of history he make?
No, I'm just getting example. Right? All I'm saying is, in life, there's odds records to be broken. Maybe he can be the first young player to join straight from academy into a national. So we cannot fight the young people.
Yeah, but Dr. Gigi, who fight out who? Dr. Gigi?
Come on, man.
Dr. Gigi, Dr. Gigi, you're not listening. Oh, we are fight out people. We just said Blake the young people. We just said Malachi Douglas, them the young people. So then, and them a play at the bigger leagues, so we are see more from them, and the country short in positions there. So what you mean we are fighting against young people? True, we not agree with one player we are talking about. That don't make no sense. You can't say we are fighting against young people, big boss, when we actually pick young people. I mean, I understand that come like you know.
I'm comparing. You're talking about Ravel Morrison. It's not 30, man. In the World Cup history, don't you say the average World Cup team to have a chance of going far is 26 point something?
Yes, 26 point something.
We need all young players. Right, we need young players. That's what I'm talking about. We need young
but Dr. Gigi, hold on, Dr. Gigi, hold on, look, on average says 26.7. You know why it says 26.7? Because everybody at 26.7. Some people are 20, some people are 30. That's why it come down to a 26.7. You know why? Let me explain something to you now. King, 20 yard, right? Trophy, 20 yard, don't. Do you know that if you add Ravel on the listing right there, it dropped to under 26, it dropped to 25? You realize that? Because you add those two players. So you see it, and that's why you have Luka Modric, that's why you have Pepe, that's why you have Silva, that's why you have Ronaldo, that's why you have Messi, you have Di Maria. So you realize you had all players in the World Cup. You have a lot of old players in the World Cup. But you have to mix them with, because you have to have experience. Remember, Dr. Gigi, people have to present themselves. When certain thing presents themselves on the field, younger players cannot figure it out on themselves because they don't have any experience, Dr. Gigi. So what you're gonna do there?
What I'm saying, you can't compare Ravel Morrison to those top players. Come on. Ravel Morrison is not a top class. He's a good player, but he's not in Messi league.
Yes, but look how I'm gonna attack you now. Look how I'm gonna attack you now. Dr. Gigi, look how I'm gonna kill your argument, Dr. Gigi. Well, Argentina region is not the same as Concacaf. So Ravel Morrison would have been a top player in a Concacaf, but he would not have been a top player in the region of South America, because that's a higher level football. So that's the difference. So he could be a capable player here. Yeah, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying, I agree with what I'm saying. You can't come for all time play with the worker. I say you can't call those out on him. Ravel is not a top player. He's a good player, but in the outer league, Messi's outer league. Let's say 37, Messi still can keep every Jamaican player on the field right now.
Yes, he did kill the every Jamaican player. Yeah, but I've explained something to you, Dr. Gigi, right there, to say that the levels of the CONCACAF make Ravel Morrison. You cannot undo what Ravel Morrison did in the region, you know, bro.
What him do? What explain to me what else did for the region?
No, Ravel Morrison came. No, no. Dr. Gigi, listen well. Dr. Gigi, all I'm saying is you have different standards. You have one is the South America, which is one of the highest region. They have just won the damn World Cup, and the second favorites was actually Brazil. So the top two from the region was the two favorites to win the entire competition. So they are the best in the world. We have two teams in our region, which is United States and Mexico, and then Canada came in with a special package. After that, you have players that are fringe players worldwide that can be big players in the region. You understand me? And Ravel Morrison was one of that in the actual World Cup qualifiers. And if you look at in the Nations League, he was one of the better players, if not the best player for Jamaica. So that's why we are having this conversation on if he should have actually gotten called if he's not playing. And remember, I said he should not have gotten called. That's what I've said.
But JD, you said that he was the best player for Jamaica, but who Jamaica that thing can compete with? Well, Jamaica have been Jamaica since the 20 years. Have they ever win a cup? Have they ever done anything? Can say, boy, give us proud of the nation? How can it be disappointment? So he must look good. You got to play about garbage.
Yes, so but then I love. But look at that now. He must look good. I like that story. I like that line where you got Then Whisper must look good if him playing a Manning Cup. What about that? We don't hear you use the same logic there towards Whisper when you use it.
But the man go overseas, like how Kingston, I don't go back and do.
Go overseas and play against who? Go overseas and play against who? And what?
It doesn't matter.
Oh no, you can't say that because you just talk about the man about Ravel and say him do this against who I'm competition, but yet still you say it doesn't matter who him go overseas to play with. No, it matters to both of them. Dr. Gigi, no, that's a bias, Dr. Gigi. That's a bias. That's a bias, Dr. Gigi. Messi went to Messi papers finalized and he went to Barcelona and completed everything at 13 years old. From the first time he compete, no, listen to me. From the first time he compete with some of the best players them today. So you can't tell me that. No, I am not asking you. I can tell you who the player them he compete with. What you talking about, Dr. Gigi?
Was playing in Barcelona Academy.
And that's some of the best players them today. Dr. Gigi, what are you talking about?
So what I am saying is the same like all Messi play Academy and the same all young players play Academy. What is the difference?
Dr. Gigi, come on, man.
Come on, let's talk about facts now. It's the same thing. We all started from Academy, yes or no?
Yes, but what you twist? No, that is the big art, the big base. We all started from Academy. Yes, that is true. All right, no problem. No problem then. What are you saying then? Because
Argentina, when you come from Argentina and Brazil, it's more easier for them to go into clubs than a Jamaican. We all know that. Concacaf then. It's more easier. But if you come from Argentina, Colombia, and if you're a good player, clubs take it easy. I think we are playing very poorly. So we need to step
Dr. Gigi, that part again I think is a balance. If you come from Jamaica and you're good, look, listen to me. Let me chop up that argument for you. Leon Bailey, when he go overseas, when he played, did they say he was not a Jamaican? Why they not gonna give him the best young player? No, they gave him the damn best young player. Then they pick him for a next team. So it's called turn up and delivering. Turn up and delivering and show what you actually have. And that's where you get picked off. Leon Bailey get picked off that.
No, they went through the back door.
Them the way. Oh my God.
I'm talking about people who go straight in the top league. That's what I'm talking about. Argentina, most of them top players them go straight in the top 5 league. Then they go up go up and bottom to Belgium, League, and climb up. I'm talking about if they are.
But Bailey never going in a baby league and climb up, brother. Bailey never going in a baby league. Bailey go in a Belgium and play in a Belgium, and then win it.
I'm talking about the top 5 leagues in Europe. That's what I start from Belgium. Top 5 leagues I'm talking about.
So really and truly, how much Jamaicans have the quality to leave from Jamaica and are playing in the top 5 league, brother? How much Jamaican you no, honest to God, you saw how much player you can't name me one player can leave Jamaica and go play in the top 5 league. Not one.
I said what I know, but I know the trouble with Bailey was saying that Bailey went to the back door.
No, but I think Belgium is a high enough league for Bailey go.
No. Check out the Europe. What top 5 leagues in Europe?
Some don't know the top 5 leagues. I don't need to check. I know the top 5 leagues. But Bailey was not. You know what? Bailey. No. Dr. Gigi. Bailey was not a top 5 league player at the time. He was exactly where he got picked, brother, and them honest the man talent.
If Bailey, they come from Argentina, Brazil, you know, go straight to
No.
the top 5. Just because
No.
Concacaf, you have to go to the back.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I saw Bailey at that age, and Bailey was not a top 5 league best player thing. They saw him, and then when he keep on rising and improving, they picked him according to those levels. So I don't think Bailey would have been in no top 5 league from early if he was born in Argentina. I thought what we're arguing here, guys, in the chat. We're arguing because he's saying that it's because of Jamaica why people get hard done. I think Bailey went and paid for his position. No, continue, big boss. Continue.
I see many Brazilians go to England and fail.
Okay.
So, and Bailey, they look much better than them. And they have to through the back door. Me watch and nothing go England, then fail. But I'm saying to you, JD, it's because of Concacaf region, you will be in a real Respect Concacaf. Then just Concacaf on go weak territory.
Okay, no, but Dr. Gigi, let me give you some facts, Dr. Gigi. America, they sent over what? 7 young players into Europe now. In actual top 5 territories now. So why is it, and Mexico have one in a top 5 region now? So why is it they can look at these Mexican players and these United States players and not those two Canadian players as well? So why they can look at those players and say, and no, let me stop. They go to Costa Rica because we just have 2 from Costa Rica. I'm gone into those leagues. So why are they going there? And so I just Jamaica alone, nobody like? Because all them team do it. And Aguilera them left go straight in the top 5 league.
Because remember Costa Rica go work up more than Jamaica, you know. And they must pay go against this World Cup, then we'll pay about most of the time Costa Rica do good. And Mexico also good in the World Cup. So they have a higher standard than Jamaica.
But Dr. Gigi, Messi Aguilera, Messi Bennett, and them better than all like Jamaican player them. We just say it live. So when we see people pick them, we never so surprised that they were gonna get picked big boss. So all I'm trying to say, we can see how good the players them are and what is actually. What is actually required to go there? We say that they were better than everybody else.
When Bibi got called up, was Bibi playing for our club? When he called up for the national side?
Yes, Bibi was playing for Harborview.
Harborview, what?
Yes.
Not big side.
Bibi was playing for Harborview big team. Bibi was playing for Harborview big team. When Bibi Gardner get called up, the people never had that tonight. He made a play for Harborview big team. So we don't no. We can't go around me no. Because we soon I try to spin the metric here. Bibi Gardner was playing for Harborview big team when him get called up for national team. Him never played a schoolboy. We need to stop that narrative because true one for fling. And metric we use, you know. He made a play for Harborview big team. People, somebody in the chat that is old enough. Tell this man say Bibi that play for Harborview team.
Yeah, but you see going school.
Okay, but you know, the man not play. The man not play.
But still schoolboy. So give the next schoolboy a chance then now.
So we not just say two schoolboy get a chance. So what you talk about? We not give 2 other schoolboy. We not give your schoolboy a chance. That's your problem, Dr. Gigi. We lose off here, brother. See, people tell us Bibi was playing for Harborview. So we don't know why we are war about them, brother. We cannot move the goalpost. The truth is the truth. If a player is not at the level, they're not at the level. You understand me?
But time change. But we still look better than Bibi.
We still look better than which Bibi Gardner. You must be on drugs, man. You must be on drugs, brother. Better than which Bibi Gardner. Better than which Bibi Gardner?
How much goal Bibi score in a schoolboy football?
The man here play fullback. How much goal you want the man score? 15,000?
Okay.
Better than which Bibi Gardner? Whisper look better than which Bibi? You must be not even the maddest person can come tell me that. Which better than which Bibi Gardner? You must be, brother. Bibi Gardner maybe the best player ever come from Jamaica. Except from Sterling and John Barnes. Bibi Gardner might be the best player. We are talking about better than who? Me don't actually know Bibi how big the man is here. Me think gonna disrespect the man here.
No, I'm not disrespecting, but in the time you change now, time change. That was 98 time.
Yes, time changed. The money cup was better. The money cup was better than now. Money cup was better than now. Brother, Bibi Gardner is a cult hero in a Bolton, brother. You know much people from England. My brethren were here. No, my brethren we see come from England. We hear him tell about Bibi Gardner. The man say Bibi Gardner is like a god in a Bolton. Bibi Gardner might be the highest respected player ever, Jamaican born player ever play for Jamaica. Maybe he's the not even maybe. He's the highest respected player where born in Jamaica or play for Jamaica. Me don't know, brother. The man was one of the legends them in a time when Ashley Cole play left back in England. Bibi Gardner get the links to Real Madrid. You hear me just say, brother? To Real Madrid. Real Madrid are one of the biggest club Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world. Me think Jamaican people need to whisper better than Wush Bibi Gardner. I crack with the man. Brother, Bibi Gardner play World Cup, you know.
No, I'm talking about schoolboy level. I was talking about international level, schoolboy level.
Brother, big boss. Me have time for Bibi Gardner, brother. Bibi Gardner make me a climb light post, a plug-in cable, thief cable, or barrow cable for watch English Premier League, brother. That's what Bibi Gardner do for youths at Jamaica, brother. We are talk about.
No, I'm talking about school level, you know. So I forgot that he was a fullback. I thought he was an attacking midfielder. So I forgot he's a fullback. That's what I was saying. This for more better than him goal score, but I forgot he's a fullback. My people, my apology.
Yeah, but brother, big boss. I understand you would like to see the player there, but me I tell you, Bibi Gardner, me have time for that brother. That brother was one of the professionals for Jamaica. If we'd have footballers like that, if for Jamaica, we go at every World Cup just because of our principle and professionalism. You understand me? That you they really set Jamaica, help Jamaica's image. Bibi Gardner, believe me, man, that brother is special. When me hear people talk about him in England, I am the only somebody may ever hear them talk about. We're born in Jamaica. No Walter Boy, no Whitmore, no nobody. Our Bibi Gardner. Not even Ricardo Fuller, people. Not even Ricardo Fuller, me hear people talk about like Gardner. At England. And Ricardo Fuller that score goals. Oh, about that? Which one do you think bigger? Fuller or Gardner? Gardner bigger than Fuller by 1 billion miles. By 1 billion miles and he never score goals. So you can't use the metrics that whisper and Gardner. No, man. Big boss. Big boss, me watch the brother there, and I'm watch the two persons them. And me tell you, Gardner no normal brother. I'm very sorry. Me nah no, Andrew 55, full of bigger than what? Full of bigger than Gardner bigger than Fuller brother. You must be mad man. Full of big Gardner bigger than Fuller brother. Gardner are one of the registered staple players them. In the best 11. Fuller never make the best 11 for no England. Gardner go down as one of the biggest fullbacks them in a team season. So he was one of the most recognized players them. Not in a one city, in the actual Premier League. He's in Premier League's legend at a lower number than Fuller. So I'm not going to argue with the 155. Gardner is bigger than Fuller, brother.
In England?
Of course in England, yes man. And I think in Jamaica he should be as well too.
We put more attackers more. So we put more over, maybe. That's what Jamaicans are. We love that
Yeah, but no, but I'm talking about like achievements and the respect level. What I have learned, Bibi Gardner was one of the highest rated fullbacks them in the world. Ricardo Fuller was not the highest rated striker no time in our history. So we need to go back to time and figure this out for themselves. And don't just come and make up story. I have watched TV when people talk about Ashley Cole, and then when you put Ashley Cole, Ricardo Gardner turn up. And I said, damn, a little Jamaican, look at the man that's leave from the World Cup, man, and go there and them do good because them they have JJ Okocha, them they a Bolton, you know. So them was not a small team, you know. They were a good team who come out every week and work hard, you know. So people need to go back and check those history, man. All right, Big Boss, but I get your point. You love the kid in it, and I understand that. Respect, Big Boss. We'll take the next call and just go on, you know? Yeah, man. No, Big Boss. Not Big Boss. I just me change the sound system. Me have a different mic system. No, Big Boss. No. Big Boss. Me rectify it. Me will sort it out. Yeah? Alright, yeah. Alright, yeah, because I had 2 hours planned and I'm at 1.5 hours. I'm gonna finish what I'm finishing, guys. But when it come on to football, guys, I love football. This is what I do. Nobody can come tell me about Ricardo Gardner is a small. Ricardo Gardner is the biggest football player. We come from Jamaica. We're born in Jamaica, brother, and play for Jamaica national team. You don't have nobody bigger than him. None at all. And I don't know who else you can think. Not even Rudolph Astin you can't put nowhere near him. Ricardo Gardner's level is not normal. JD, so why Bibi never play in a Premier League? Why Bibi never play in a Premier League? What do you mean Bibi never play in a Premier League? David Scott, what are you talking about? Of course Bibi played in a Premier League. The man was one of the main players for the Premier. You know, I'm not going to even answer those things. Oh, you mean Bibi never played in the Premier League? I don't know what TV I was watching. No, Mr. Scott, that is a mistake you just made. Ricardo Gardner is the biggest locally born player for Jamaica, period. No, nowhere else. No more conversation. I'm not gonna have that conversation with anybody. You can put Ricardo Fuller to it, yes. But he's bigger than Ricardo Fuller as well, and I can prove it in England for you as well. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna go to England soon. I'm gonna prove it to you guys. I'm gonna show you. Because I don't want to call my friends that's from his region and they support Bolton. So it's gonna be easier because they're gonna say he's the bigger baller. I'm gonna go to any other persons and tell you and show you. I'm gonna find any other people to show you, all right? Yes, because you guys out here dissing Ricardo Fuller, Ricardo Gardner, I have honestly believed that you guys never rated him because the last time on my big channel we had a fight because of Ricardo Gardner. It seems that you guys in the country don't know what he truly did, you know. Omar Foley said people go back, look up history. He played with Okocha in the EPL. Brother, I'm not gonna argue with these people. They are too young. It look like they're 10 years old and 15 years old, you know. David Scott, you're joking, brother. All right, JD, I think you should do an age check for some of these people. Yes, man, for the fact that they're going to question who is Jamaica's biggest barn players. Boy, I'm very sorry. I have to go and find people in England because I tend to want to believe people outside when I'm born in Jamaica. So I'm going to find the people then we're born out of in England for you guys. I'm not going to make you do the job, and I'm going to do the job for you. And then you are going to learn today or next day. JD, at school boy level, was Bibi better? Because he was playing and do both things. So my bad, JD. I meant to say why he played in the second division. I don't know when the promotion took place. The year before he had big teams wanted to sign him. You get me? And I don't know what happened. I have to get an interview with him and ask him what happened with those transfers. Why he never left? You know? Why he never left, you know? I would love to ask him that because I think he would have answered it better. But Bibi Gardner, at one point, he was linked to Real Madrid. I have never heard of a Jamaican player linked to Real Madrid in my lifetime. Only Raheem Sterling. And Raheem Sterling played for England. You understand me? That's how good Ricardo Gardner reached. You can type it up and see it for yourself, guys. You can type it up and see it for yourself. The guy was linked to Real Madrid. And you know I don't overhype local players. But this man is not a normal player, people. I'm very sorry. I want to disrespect the man, and I'm upset. I'm always upset when I brought up Ricardo Gardner's name because you guys always disrespect him. Big up yourself, Jamaican. How are you doing, man?
Welcome, bro.
Good
morning, good evening, good afternoon.
You know the content crack, so me have to carve up the one Dr. GG. You know? Yeah, man.
No, Dr. GG. I hope he's still listening. I don't want to talk behind him back still, so I hope he's still listening. He must get on some different grades. Them $20 stick then I work. A delusional with them in my bun. Because that don't make no sense when I say him keep on moving the goalpost from place to place to place, and your logic don't make no sense. Based on what he's saying, Waterhouse and Arsenal are the same side, at the same level because the two of them play football. Maracana and National Stadium are the same thing because they are stadiums. So you're not making any much sense in relation to what he was discussing. So that is the first point. And he keep on creating strawman arguments that you basically you bring up an argument and that's not the conversation that was being held. You know, him just moving all over the place. So I hope he's listening. Yeah, my brother, get off of the $20 stick. Buy a grand bag next time. Yeah, I can recommend a couple places if I need still to get some good grades. But on the topic still, JD, I think with this, you know, as it relates, I'm gonna touch on a few
yeah, man. Yeah, go ahead.
A few different topics. Right. So with this national team now, this local assembly of national teams, I think what we have here is a very interesting. Because I've been seeing I've been watching a few JPL matches for the past month, and I'm more impressed this year than I was last year.
All right.
I was more impressed last year than I was the year before. What I see happening is that I see two things happening, which is very, very bad. Let me just adjust that first, the negatives. This wild ball thing where defender bypass the whole entire midfield, and the only purpose of the midfield for majority of the teams is to basically stop the other side from attacking, which is defensive midfields. And I don't see any, maybe one or two defensive midfielders that I see really looking good, and most of them are older men. You know, like Binns from Wartos is a good defensive midfielder. I think that's another player from Arnett Gardens as well. That is a good midfielder that has impressed. But generally speaking, the midfielders are not. We don't have the creative midfielder to pick up the ball and make a defense splitting pass. The only person I see doing that effectively, not only person, sorry, I see the person that stands out to me is the dude from Arnett Garden. There's a midfielder from Arnett Garden. I think he's wearing number 18. He's a really good midfielder.
Arnett number 18.
Yeah, I think he's a good midfielder. He's composed and he makes some really beautiful passes. I think Portmore have one of those as well. That is picking up the ball and looking forward and making defense splitting passes accurately with the right weight on it and right curve on it if necessary. I think I see Cavaliers have a player like that too. But generally speaking, the world operates off majority. So we're going to look at the majority.
They said is it number 17 or 18? Just to make clarification.
I think it's the number 18, man. I think it's the number 18.
All right, we're going to try and get his name. We're gonna try and get his name.
Yeah, he's a good player, man. I've seen him. I watched him at last night. I've seen him. I watched back a review match. Couple days ago with the same Arnett, because I'm a Water supporter, so I go watch Arnett and see how them look. And so I was seeing this player and I was like, yo, this player is gonna be a dangerous player, man. Him pick up the ball and him look, and him actually have defending acumen to him too. So him defend. So we have that. So hopefully that player gets called into the national squad. I don't know his age or none, but I think that player is a good player. But I see improvements in the JPL overall. The style of play is better. I think we see people trying to put down the ball and play, which is something that I hope will matriculate up to the national team, because we can't bother with the man who pick up the ball from the fence and woof the ball forward and I hope some man run it down. We can't. The 8 to seat is like horrible to the eyeball. My eyeball hurt me. So yeah. So I'm just hoping that I can see. I saw Capital Maroons as well. I was watching them carefully, and some look at you with them there, and mostly I'm gonna see the man them under pressure in the defense, and the youth would have never kick out the ball for throw or kick out the ball, woof out the ball with Bambico out of my life. The youth them there on there try play it out of the defense, which was so impressive, and they actually succeeded multiple times to get out the ball out of the defense. So I have to give credit where it's due. That I don't know if that is coaching or Oliveira is there. The Oliveira is there. So hopefully he's so that is the kind of football I would like to see Jamaica start playing. Be more the defenders them being able to play the ball, even the goalkeeper being able to play the ball, and the defenders them not just out of my life. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, pick the ball. Yeah, man, kick the ball in a space. You understand? So hopefully, I would like to see that. Be a part of the national program as it relates to our style of play. Because I wasn't impressed by the style of play by even the under 17s. I saw them trying to do it, but I think we need more of that. We need more of being pressured to put down the ball and pass the ball around and have a number of passes that you need to make.
We agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so all right. Look, you see, when you go to other training, JD, and you see the level. If you go to let's say
no. So when you go to other training, when you see United States and Mexico play, you never have to go the other way. You just go.
It starts from the training, right? So let's say I go out on Barcelona training. I went to Barcelona training before, and I'm a see Barcelona. They have a number of passes that they have to play before they make the forward pass. So them can't make a forward pass without them play that amount of pass. So for instance, them say, okay, I told you, I don't know the amount, but if your sister them have to be part, there are many opportunities to pass the ball forward and they didn't do it. The forward make the break and them not do it. Them say, okay, we have to pass this amount of passes before we can pass the ball forward. So I'm rather play back the ball to the goalkeeper from forward line than to make up the number so them can pass it back again. So that passing culture is hopefully something that I want that we can see in the future for Jamaica's football. Just put on the ball and pass the ball around. Now let's go to what you just mentioned. USA, Mexico. You see what them are doing. They see what them. We are here seeing what they are doing. And if you're gonna look for the people that are leading where you are at. The leaders in Concacaf are Mexico, Canada, and the US.
Mm-hmm.
They are people that pass the ball. You see what got Canada go play in the cold where the man them pass off of the ballpark.
Facts.
The man them in the box make 3, 4, 5 passes inside the box.
Facts.
You wonder how them have so much time inside of the box.
Education.
You know what I mean? But
Education, because I saw Mexico the other day pressing the life out of United States, and the United States passing out of the triangle press, and I'm saying this is beautiful football, and people can't. Some people understood what I'm saying, but some people like saying, JD, it's all up in the football game. I'm saying yes because I've seen football. If this team holds Jamaica under 17, where we just hype about a cricket score we get because we can't pass out from the back. We have to kick a long ball and hope it jump on a man too.
What do you think is happening? You're not passing the ball to your teammate, you know. You're giving the opportunity for it's a 50-50 ball and the ball nice guy afloat.
Yes.
It's a 50-50 ball, you know, instead of being a 80-20 ball to your teammate, you know, where you're giving your teammate a better opportunity to win the ball.
Facts.
Nobody not live up in the sky. I've ground the man them there, so pass the ball on the ground so the man them can get the ball. So if you realize, you know, when you're watching the matches, then you will see. But as I said, the good thing, and I go on the positives, is that I see teams in particular playing to put on the ball and trying to play football. I see Cavaliers do it. I see Jungle Side do it. I see Maroons doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I see teams trying. So, you know, we don't have a football culture. See, if we had a football culture, you would have every team basically playing the same kind of football. Every team playing the same.
But look, you said, but before you go anywhere, you said Cavaliers do it. They have been influenced by outside education. Obviously, Mr. Speed saying I learn from other people. Arnett, Raider Marker from Netherlands, where deal with Kingston Academy. He's the one from Arnett. And you see, the last one we call them just
Maroons.
Yeah. So you realize that all outside entities, the only personnel from inside, that's playing the football. And I heard his statement. He's saying that he knows he does not know enough, and he's learning. That my boy them Sammy them that's playing the system, they go outside and learn. So everyone adapting to something else different. You get me? So the man them only play better because they learn more. You know?
Right. So I guess So it's been drilled into them. It's a coach. When a man wolf the ball, you cuss him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Them somebody pick up the ball, start up. Start over back. We don't want that. That's how the man we punish that pick the ball out of my life. That 1973 ball game, bro.
Yes, that's true. We
don't want that. Out of my life, a joke thing, brother. You're giving your opponent the ball again. You basically say, okay, since I've withstood this amount of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here I go. I give the ball again so you can pressure me again.
Yes.
I watched training with Simoes. You know what Simoes kept on saying through the entire training sessions that I was there at? Keep the ball. One ball on the field. There's only one ball on the field. If you have the ball, the opponents do not. Keep the ball. If you have the ball, the opponents do not. One ball on the field. Him keep on a drill listening to them head. Say, keep the ball, if you have the ball, your opponents do not. And yet still, we basically went to the World Cup by playing a counter-attacking game. But when we had possession, we know how to maintain it to some level.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think these players that are coming through are technically, I see a lot of technical players coming through, good technique. I just them need good coaching. And I mean, I want to say it, but I have to go say it. I don't think that a lot of these local coaches are qualified to be coaching at the level.
Yeah, but you don't need to say it. Mr. Speed said it, and him are the one who actually do the job. That him say. So You're not disrespecting anybody. That's what he said. That's why they're trying their best to educate them, because they realize that it's stopping certain way. But before you go anywhere, big boss, Carlington Grant, thanks for becoming a member. Guys, you can support the channel via super chat and becoming a member as well. All right, yes, and you can support the store as well. The links are in the description how to get that done. And the next way to support the channel, we have 135 people here. We almost reached 2 hours, and we have not hit 100 likes as yet. Normally we would have been up 170 going to 200. So if you can do that for me, so if you can't pay to keep the lights on, actually like to keep the lights on, which is all free. All right, and we deal with football here. You can't say you leave here and don't learn nothing. Even when we have fight, actual factual statements that you can go on Google, we're talking about, so you know the quality is here, so you don't need to go anywhere more than damn hit the like button and subscribe. All right, yes, continue, big boss.
Yeah, so I think that is something that needs to be addressed, right? As it relates to the coaching and yeah, and them man where said them a coach and them philosophy is the wolf technique, the WOOF. The official offensive football were designed by a such man, a former coach. So that is where we need to get out of the system. Now this upcoming game is going to be a good marker for what is going on locally. So when people are gas up, or when people are underrated, we have to go use this as an assessment stick to see if the players are advanced as we think they are. Forward line, I think we have two strikers here which seem look better. The youth from Cavaliers are the TQ and in Blanier.
Yeah, man, Anderson.
Him do the simple things. Them really good. He's like very effective at just doing the simple things. Them really good, which is kick the ball in the goal. You know what I mean? I didn't have the flair to pick up the ball and flick over the man and salad the man and.
No, but he has good stamina level. He has good stamina level. Yeah, he move for the entire damn day. Yeah, but what is this big stamina, big skills and everything? And what you need in football is stamina and education, know where to move.
No, because remember, as a striker, you remember.
Jamaican gunner. Sometimes
you need a good first touch.
Yeah, but that
right?
him have that.
First touch.
Him can't control the ball.
And you need the ability to make a yard for yourself to get off of that.
Yes, but him have that. Him have that, man. But he have the skills.
Him have the basics.
Yes.
Him have the basics in abundance. He can be a really deadly striker. Him remind me, there's a striker from Canada. What name again? Daryl Leakey.
No, from United States. No, man.
United States, sorry.
Me think him slightly. Daryl Leakey merely go off strength. You know, because I covered him for a while, you know. So Daryl Leakey. But I understand what you're saying. I
was referring to the movement, man. He moves similar. So his movement is very good. It's very impressive. When I was hearing a little bit about his history, and they say like he just started playing professional football like a couple of years ago or whatever, it was very impressive because his movement really slick. So all right, so that is a good forward. Peter McGregor is a deadly forward. I rate him. I feel like him is a really good forward. He's skillful. Him can create space. Him is a good forward. I rate him. And there's another one too. There's three good forwards here, I think, which are good forwards. And I think I think the difference is between, let's say, now and let's say 5 years ago in the JPL. I think the major difference is the introduction of the younger players. The youthful players. Because said enough of them youth, them lungs now, them lungs are get polluted by smoking and you know what I mean. Them fully fit, so them run like them can't tire. You know what I mean. So that kind of step up the game a little bit in the JPL because the bag of youth players that are coming in the league now make the league a little bit faster. Your reaction time have to be a little quicker because the man will run by you. You know, anybody who play ball with like 16 or 17, 19, 20 year old, you know that them lungs new. Them lungs new brand just come out of plastic. You see me? So when them run at them, they stop. And when they chop them out of them skin, them run back, come tackle you back again. So them are really busy. So that youthful exuberance, I think, has improved the JPL dramatically. Like make a big jump. And And I think a lot of the coaches are now, instead of the coaches leading, I think the coaches are adjusting to this because I watch a lot of football. There's YouTube Academy. So the youth them watch over football and basically improve themselves doing their own work. So I think that's another part of the thing that I improve the game here as it relates to the and they have something to prove. Look at them have something to prove. So them have a communal league, playing against big man have something to prove. No. So I think that has improved the league dramatically, in my opinion. Next thing I want to touch on now is the very hot topic of Whisper.
Yeah, just finish up a point there. Because we have 2 other calls we may have to take. I mean, now past 2.5 hours. So finish up point, big boss.
So the Whisper topic. Yeah, you know always my thing quick. So the Whisper topic is this. In this squad, I think he should get a look in my opinion. And
in this squad.
Because if you don't,
in this squad, we never really debate. We never debate that still. Whenever we reach years as yet.
Yeah, in this squad. I mean, it's an experimental squad. You know, we have to put things in context. And remember, we're in the campaign. We're basically looking at players now. We are assessing. We're experimenting. So now is the time. You know, I want to do it 20.
I can understand that. I can understand that. I totally can understand that, and that's exactly what I said. You know? Yes.
Yeah, so everybody's gassing him up. You know, say he's the real deal. We haven't seen him against adults as yet. So let's put him against some adults and see how he performs.
Yes.
And then get a better assessment of him. We can't know unless we put him against adults. We can't know. Nobody can know. You know, we haven't seen him impress against the adults like at a national level. So let's do that. Bring him in the side. Give him 15 minutes down at the tail end of the game.
No, if you want to give him the whole game. If you want to give him the whole game, I don't do business.
I don't think he will start, but you know, let's say we give him 15-20 minutes down at the end part of the game and see what he does. So let's see if him come on and dazzle everybody and shows that he's a quote Wonderkid or not. He have to prove himself. You have to know. You can't know from having him sit on the bench. Pele went to the World Cup at 17 years old. You can't know having him sit on the bench. Take him and put him on the field. So this game, being it not a World Cup level game and a World Cup window game when the big guns come in, the Antonios and the like, give him a run. Give him a run now to see where he make out of. Bring him in outside now and see where he make out of. And see if him can cut it amongst. See him better than the JPL strikers. See him better than Anderson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See if he's... Yes, just give him a run. So this would be where it's at. To assess where he's at in his development and to see if he's really that good or because in my view a Wonderkid is a person who's performing at a higher level. Let's say a 17-year-old that is performing at a level that is higher than their age group.
Yes, but
a 17-year-old kid playing at under 23 level.
Oh yes, but right now, what I just saw in the youth 17s, I saw like 25 of those players. So right now, Wonderkid is kind of over the.
I don't think I see 25, but let me get this.
No, I saw 25.
Blake is the best centre half. Is maybe probably the best centre half I see locally.
All right, and I saw centre halves in the under 17, youth 17s that I think is better than Blake or at Blake level.
For Jamaica?
No, not for Jamaica. In the tournament, me talk. No man, me not talking about tournament.
No. Yeah, right. Remember, so the man kind of play professional already.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to show you the difference. That's why I'm show you the levels. Because even though I rate Blake highly, I saw players in. Because Navarrete is a player that I think is equally as good as Blake too as well. You could have put him in a Manning Cup. You could have put him on a next team. Come on. And Romero from the left back for Mexico. You can put him in. I think
left back for Mexico.
Good lord, the composure of that man.
Terrible man, and plug it like one of them ties where you wind up and them just put him in a run, lad. Man, I'm a robot, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man. So I think Blake is probably, in my opinion, because you know this is a 17-year-old kid performing week in week out against adults, and impressive. And so you know him in the national team too. So let's not just talk about Whisper as a 17-year-old who hasn't played big man football yet, who's just impressed at the schoolboy level and has gone to certain stints overseas and performed better at his age group. Because you know he was 17 and playing against 21-year-olds, so we have to give him credit for that.
But and that statement, I don't know that's true. You know, I have to see proof of those things.
I was watching some of the footage still online, and so
watch them, but me not see them the age, so me no know. So that's why I never talk on it.
I think with the Aston Villa, he was playing against people who were bigger than himself.
But 21 years old in Aston Villa?
No, I don't think it was 21. It wasn't 21. It was 18. It was 18. I think he was 16 at the time. So
okay.
So let me just so let's be
no, hold on, the Jamaican Gunner. No, Jamaican Gunner, before you go anywhere, he was 16 at the time playing Aston Villa. When that tour happened, because remember, he was 17 now, you know. And when last that tour took place?
He was 16, man. I think he was 16, man. Yeah, man. I think he was 16 playing under 18s.
All right, me go go back for the date then when I see because because he was 17 now. So me don't know what. Oh yeah, me go check it first. Me don't know because me not gonna lie.
So I think he was 16 playing under 18s, man.
All right, someone will confirm it in the chat.
Me not buy no him there, no. You can't. If I'm trying to say.
Stefan said yes, he was 16. So Stefan said yes, he was 16. Yes, he turned 17 last year.
If I was gonna sell you sand in the desert, you can't tell me say this sand with me. What you think I'm gonna tell you? So don't buy my sand in the desert.
No. But me have to question things, Bossy. We're on a show.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man.
Yeah, right. So me not talk about you, brother. Me not talk about his team. Where his team was saying stuff. If they're gonna say something about their player, they're gonna say the best. They're gonna make this player seem extraordinary. So I'm trying to let you know by using the analogy that if I was selling sand in the desert, you can't me tell you that sand is a special sand and it come from Mars. Because I want to sell it the sand. So obviously, if you're not gonna take everything from a marketing team or a management team, they're gonna say what they want to boost up their player. Yeah, people keep on expecting like the man gonna say something bad about him play. He's gonna say the greatest thing about him player.
And we totally understand that.
So yeah, people forget that, bro. People forget that. If man got gas up in player, normal thing that brother. If you sell something, you gas it up.
Where I had the problem now is no, but Jamaican Gunner, this is where I had the problem is you try to hold a coaching badge, like a coaching standard in Jamaica, because I don't think you're a worldwide level coach. Yeah, you try to hold a coaching standard in Jamaica, and then you're trying to come off from the coaching standpoint. That what you're saying is factual, and that's where I've challenged. But people inside Jamaica never listened to what I was responding to. I was responding to from a coaching side, not the agent side. The agent side will tell your player anything, and I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with, and I won't believe is what you're telling me from a coaching standpoint, because that's the point that I'm coming from as well. And I don't see the same thing what he's saying. So that was the only thing, man. I'm okay with every other thing, man. Every other thing I'm okay with.
So as I said, I think a Wonderkid is a younger person that is performing at a higher level than themselves. So I wouldn't say, it's subjective. So let's leave that for the time.
Yes, yeah, man. And we will do it next time as well too. Yeah.
I would call him into the national team and see if he excels. When you take a Pedro, from Spain, and you throw him in the national team, you throw him in a Barcelona starting midfield. And you say, perform. And him go out there and perform. And him shift up everybody and sell everybody and pile everybody. And him make some beautiful passes. Then you can say, okay, him perform amongst the adults them. Him is a Wonderkid.
Yeah.
When you take a Mukoko from Borussia Dortmund at 15 years old, and them change the rules just to make this player play. And when you throw him on the field and he's a poof and keep two in the roof, then you can say, yeah. When you take the youth there from them give the number 10 from Barcelona. What name? Rami or something like that. When you take him and you show him, you say, okay, these are Wonderkids. These are, when you take you understand, a baby Gardner who is 17 years old and you show him in a national program and he get back to go to World Cup and pick up a ball from him off and dribble past the ball and drop down in the box. Then you can say, wow, this is a Wonderkid. He's how much? And they must say, oh, he's just 18 years old or 19 years old. I'm saying, all right, send him go back boat and send him back money to come to Jamaica and get about you. And that is what you talk about. We talk about Wonderkids like that. When you perform, when you go amongst the big man them and you step up to them level and even surpass them level.
Yeah.
That is what you talk about. So let's see. So let's put him in the national team, give him a run out, see what he does. If he can pick up a ball, flick it over two-man head, pile two-man and kick a ball from 35 yards out in the net, and we can say, Ray! And we can know, so, all right, this man is really validate the Wonderkid standard that they're giving him.
All right, big boss. So we will link up. All right, respect, yeah. All right, so guys, I'm going to come to the comment section. Very sorry about that, guys. The smash the like button. We had 2 hours. So what I'm going to do, let me see the likes now. If you go to, let me see, if we pass 150 already, if we pass 150, then we'll extend it to half an hour because I wanted to give you, but because you guys do me a bad job today with my girl football, I was not happy that you guys never put no like on the girls them, I know me. And the girls them, yes, so we are 114. Get the likes up to 150, guys. More respectable total. We are gonna do the next half an hour. So if you're just here, just get the likes up. Smash it in your time. All right, let me go through it, and then let me go through the comment section. So first thing, Carlington Grant, massive respect for the members. Massive respect. That's what I want on the channel. It costs nothing more than the normal super chat money to become a member, but what it does now, it kind of give me the feeling that you're supporting what I'm doing, you believe in what I'm doing. You get me, rather than a super chat, obviously super chat can come in more money, but that's what I want, membership. All right, JP said, big up yourself, bless up, thanks for being here, massive respect. All right, then we have our brother Global, big up yourself, thanks for being here, massive respect. Yeah, he was 16. All right, and someone else said he was 19. He was 15. All right, how about you? Goalkeeper is 19. And this is his second season starting in the Prem. He turned 17 later that year. Okay, I will check it for myself still, just to make sure it's 1000% correct. Sean B said Whisper was training on a cow turf in England. That doesn't sound like a Newcastle training ground. That means they don't rate. I don't know. Sean B, I don't know. Mirak said he was 15. Remember, COVID was in between the school boy. That's what I was questioning. But I never had this video to turn into that. That was not even a debate still. So just because Jamaican gonna call in, that's why we even have that debate, to be honest. Romain, big up. Makuku is 24, so that's not the best example. Carla, Whisper no play for senior team yet, so Whisper no Wonderkid. Okay, so people saying that if he reaches a certain age, he's not that. All right, Wonderkid is like Jude Bellingham playing for England senior team at 17. That's what I can say. I do know that's correct there. We play football who has no club in our national, only Jamaica. Okay, Eunice Musa at Valencia. Yes. United States. Whisper not playing no senior football, so you can't call him no Wonderkid. That's unnecessary hyping up. That's coming from Leon Price. All right. Gavi and Pedri, those are Wonderkids. Yes, I would agree there. And then we have our brother, Mr. Brain Drain, upgraded himself for 6 months membership. Thank you very much, Sir Brain Drain. Thank you for continuous support on the channel. All right. Makuku is in 18. Okay. Linkman just check in. Tyrell Cedar said, want to see him against Trinidad. Okay. You don't want to see him against Trinidad. Okay. That's great. All right. So that's great. All right. So let me call... let me take one more call and then we finish off. Guys, send back a question in. I heard some people saying that, Gardner or Whisper at this level. I still would pick Gardner over this level because I saw some things that I know. When today I've learned, I know what brought these guys forward. Gardner had that at 17 years old. I looked at him and said he could have fit in an England team. I can't say the same about Whisper at this point. And it has nothing to do with only footballing skills. I told you about that. That is just 30%. Physical sides of football is just 30%. The mental sides of football is 70%. Not saying he does not possess the mental side, but I don't think he possesses the combination of both good enough at this point to just transcend himself into directly the Premier League like what Bibi Gardner did. Bibi Gardner, at that point, we have to go back in history and check what happened at that point in history. All right? Yes. And then you look back, go back from a footballing standpoint, calculate everything, and you see what I'm talking about. I don't just come to say a thing. But Bibi Gardner was on a different level than Whisper at his stage, a different level. And I think we need to go back, read the history, read stories on the player to figure out what really happened. I think it's a disrespect to even compare both. I am telling you. All right. Andrew 55 JD, when you going to get the interview with the sexy Rebecca Spencer? Oh God, I have to just get that interview to stop fight with you guys. All right, I'm gonna try and get the interview. All right. Chris Smith says Andy Williams and Bibi, I knew they would make it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Back in the days, you could look at these guys and know that they're gonna make it. I don't know how to explain it to you, but I could see the profit at 18 years old. I saw the professionalism in Bibi Gardner. I don't get the chance to see it in Whisper. Clearly, when I'm watching Manning Cup, I don't see it, because maybe it's not required in Manning Cup, but I saw that in Bibi Gardner, so it's not a comparison. It was astronomical levels between both personnels. You get me? And I know that he would tell you that that's one of his main traits that made him evolve places. You get me? Because he developed fast. Brain cells wise, manners wise, and at that time it just required more. It required more to go out there, In that time, it required more for people to come to Jamaica and find you. It required actual more than now. Now we have the internet. People searching. People can get things easier. So it required more. You get me? It required way more, guys. You get me? But you have to just go back and look for yourself before we jump to it. JD, I think he's good. He's a good player. But we all said he's a good player. Who needs proper guidance. I think the guidance level right now in Jamaica compared to before is not the same. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. Obviously, people would say, oh, you're just picking up for the older players then because you're old. No, it's not because I'm old. It's because of what I'm seeing. I got the chance to see both levels. And I think that is the difference between what I'm seeing now to what I saw before. Bibi Gardner was a special person and reached special places. And I think people need to start emulate what he brought to the table to get what you want out there. He's the perfect person to mold yourself off. You get me? Yes, to mold yourself off. All right. Gardner walked in Bolton second level in England and started. He might face some difficulties around here and there. Just gonna big up yourself. Massive respect for the membership. Big up. All right. All right, let me keep just going on membership there. David Scott said, JD, in all fairness, Bibi never really went to the top. The world is still whispers. What are you talking about? Bibi Gardner never went straight to the top? Brother, just stop making up story. David Scott, I can't bother with people like this, brother. What you mean? What you talking about, brother? I'm trying to give youths in Jamaica motivation to actually lead the right lines. And you're saying that the man never went to the top. Where he went to? The bottom? What are you talking about, Scott? Just stop the foolishness, man. The man says, Chris Smith says, JD, I can't say, this brother, I don't know where them get him from. David Scott, just stop. You can just join the next video. This is a serious video. All right, just join the next one. All right, JD, I can't see it in Whisper, and I see it in Bibi, Andy Williams, Teddy Johnson, and Omar Daly. Can't compare none of those players. I'm telling you, I believe that they had those things that we cannot compare people with. I'm very sorry. All right, guys, we are only doing 30 more minutes, so hit the like button, give us the 150 likes at least, and then we will join you at the next time. You're right, JD. Bibi was extremely professional. The first thing you hear about that player, aside from his footballing qualities, was the professionalism. How much Jamaican player you can find today that you saw the same professionalism in? I only would say Peter Cargill. Peter Cargill had a professional aura around him as well. He was the only one I can jump up. Obviously, most of you guys would not know Peter Cargill because he's older. Because you guys always talk about man old. So if you say me old, Peter Cargill older than me. So Peter Cargill was extremely professional. Go back and research your history. What they brought in Peter Cargill in the team for, because of his professionalism. Because they wanted professionalism in the team. This is not my words. This is Rene Simore's words, guys. So go and check it for yourself. All right. Whisper need good guidance. Okay, but that's okay. We never wanted. I never wanted to call them name in a show again. You know. Yeah, we could just move off from that. We could just stay on the guidance and what players need. Like the actual players. They may have a lot of good players in the country. Romeo and Blake, Cephas just left. Zimenez just left. We have Malachi Douglas. We saw some youths in the youth 17s that might have the potential to go places. We don't know. So they need the proper guidance. So that's why we are always trying to put that out there. You get me? Not just identifying the problem, but give you some solution to it. JD, you're too lard man, laugh out loud. Me I watched the Manning Cup 1992. All right. Let me hear from Tennessee. Let me call Tennessee. So him give him take. Tennessee, please don't talk about ones that people alone in about Big Boss. All right, me I beg you. All right. Remember how people was hyping up Rowan Nelson from Dunoon. Okay, but we're talking about Baby Gardner. Good afternoon, Big Boss. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, I have to start going back, but they are going to talk about my old because they thought that I was younger, you know. So whenever yeah, man, you have to tell them, say, listen to me, man. My man's out here watching football for a while now, and then they get involved in a football now. So I'm not gonna come and tell the people no lie. Professionalism, nobody never top Ricardo Gardner, none. At least on the eye, none.
We have football from Ectorite, then said Ectorite got Barnsley, and Ectorite couldn't find a way to come on back. So then you have the GPS that time there.
Yeah.
Yes, but well, you see, me and Jamaica gonna say in can get a chance in the Trinidad match. Well, we don't have no problem if they call him for the match there, as you can do. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Facts. Yeah, man. We're here, you know.
Call him match, as you can do. But me people say like Omari Hutchinson never play in the academy. Omari Hutchinson never play in the academy. Omari Hutchinson never play PL too.
Yes, yeah, but they're not checking those things. That's why I never call out Dr. Gigi. Come here, wonder what I talk about. You get me? Yeah.
Why Dr. Gigi look like this? Look like he just don't think I must about 3 Roman bully man before him card.
No, Dr. Gigi get hungry, you know. Yeah, so I had to make Dr. Gigi know what time it is and make him know that listen to me, man. And so what you think at different levels, you know, at different levels. You cannot think that way, you know. Yeah.
What me can't understand is why when alright say.
Stefan, right? It's not going to. We are almost close to the end. All right, so we ain't doing it. We are rolling professional. All right, reality and education we're dealing with. Yeah, continue, Big Boss.
Why would a man say Whisper should I get called, and then the next man say him not think Whisper should I get called? I'm gonna say people are fight youth and people bad mind. So now your opinion. I know your call is called and your coach.
You
understand?
Yeah, I got you.
You don't discuss that thing?
Yeah. But remember,
you understand?
You gave your reasons why you said so. So from a man give me a reason and it makes logical football sense, I can't say he's bad-minded because I am telling you exactly why I would not do so. And I have the replacement as well. And they're all Jamaicans. And they are all local Jamaicans as well. So I don't know where we fight against would have came from because I'm giving you all different options. You know?
No, that's true. You understand? But as when man say about Baby Gardner, when Baby Gardner never play a Manning Cup a beat team.
Agreed.
People like Manning Cup and me no say me solicit on radio. You understand? If you can guy match. Manning Cup was big thing at the time then. So, right now, me really believe say, it lives that in the job. See? And I like back then days when you could have said, alright, just like how Christmas said, you could have said Andy Williams, and the Monday, I got with me.
Hold on, Big Boss, before you go anywhere. DL Gillett said, good morning, JD. Did you say Anderson was better than Whisper? Then come he didn't get a trial with Genk with at least Genk. Deal, I have not talked about anybody who is better than anybody. You understand me? I said I'm impressed with Anderson, so I want to see Anderson from day one, and I wanted to hear the coach talk about him because Whisper was on the same field, and Anderson looked better than everybody else on the same field. So I wanted to hear what the coach had to say about that one particular individual that I saw looked okay on the field, so I could know how to judge the coach. So I have never said anything about who is better than who. In reality, because you can perform in one game and don't perform in the next. And at this point, if person come out and say Anderson is better than him, I would not say anything otherwise. You know why? Because I saw Anderson doing it at a higher level than the Manning Cup. All right, so I could not argue with them, but I've not made a statement like that. DL Gillett, I have not made this statement like that, but Big Boss.
But Jenny. So, but what's the ball here? We're going to train every. So, and it's no better than Whisper right now.
So no, that's what I said, Pete. If you say that I can't argue with it, and I would not argue with someone that said so, because they have seen more of him at a higher level, so they have more trust from that kid. You understand me? So I have no problem with it either, DL Gillett. But I have never said it.
Right now, Anderson more likely to get called in the national team more Whisper.
Yes, and I would call him over Whisper in the national team as well. I would do so. But that's still not saying Whisper does not have the potential to be better than Anderson, or even if he's better than Anderson. But I don't see it. So if I don't see it, I could not pick him. So if the coach does not pick him, I would not have a problem, because I saw what I saw from Anderson, and we have to go have respect. We have to go have respect. Yeah, because the youth doing something in the country, why we wouldn't pick him? Why we wouldn't pick him? You understand me? Why wouldn't pick him and he's doing something? Why? Yeah, that is like we're fight against Jamaican Pitney. You know? Why we wouldn't pick him? That make no logical sense. He's a Jamaican just the same. If he's doing good, we're gonna pick him. Yeah, simple. Me no know why it have to be if or not, or him or him. No, if he's doing well, I'm going to be picking him. And Anderson is doing well. We saw him turn up at the training, and you know why I'm impressed with him? Because he was the one that come and told us that he never played at this intensity before. So he's happy for this. So he said he never played at the intensity before, but he looks fit and stronger than everybody in the Premier League that I saw him playing against. So then if he said he never played at the level that the coach talked about, then what level were we really playing at then? And he looks fitter than everybody. Everybody can attest to that. The reason why he's scoring, everybody said he does not have any skills. But he's running around and then dropping the ball in the back of the net. So really and truly, that means he's playing at a higher tempo than everybody else. You understand me? Neil? That means he's playing at a higher tempo than everybody else. So if he's not, if he's not, if he...
What are you done to Whisper? What you have Newcastle? Anyone who can get one child, you get a contract?
Yeah, so there are all...
People are talking about Whisper better this one and that one. We can get a child at one club. So other things don't touch him? And he's a schoolboy? JD man matter foolish. Right now, Anderson better than Whisper. Because if the coach call Whisper over Anderson, that would have been foolish.
Yes, I would be I think it would have been disrespect. I think it would be disrespect if they pick him over Anderson. Anderson, the guy performed better than everybody at the trials. So I'm not even talking about one person. He performed better than everybody at the trials. And then he goes back and said he's going to work on his game. The man have a video, say he never played at this intensity. Then we saw that he has the highest intensity in the league. So that means nobody not playing at his intensity, and he said the national level is way above his intensity. It shows what required. So that's a man teaching, that what the level of the coaching is not normal, and the levels of the next players them playing at the higher level is not normal as well. So you see it, when people come and tell you the truth and they're not listening, the guy are literally telling you that this level is way above above what he used, way above. He never used, oh, this is a little bit better. He's telling that it's astronomically better. And he wants to reach these heights. And then when you see him playing in the JPL, he looks like he has more stamina than everybody else. You know, he looks like he has more stamina than everybody else. So that goes to show you what we were just saying. The levels are levels for a reason. So we give the man him respect and let we stop talking about one person. All right, it's like we make up a story every time to inject this person in conversation when they don't deserve to be in the conversation. I'm honestly telling you, they don't deserve to be in the conversation. The conversation should be about people doing something, not other people that has the potential to do something. You understand me? If you want the person in the team, no problem. But it cannot be based off what they have done. Because they have done nothing. It's just about a bunch of make-up stories. We have not seen. We saw Anderson doing something, you know. And the fact that you're going to come here and question things about a man that's doing something, you know. Which the next man where you don't know nothing, you know. You just hear stories, you know. That's all, you know. It's sad. We are in a sad reality. Bibi, captain and lead Bolton as a black non-English player, which is a huge in England. Yes, man. Dwight York from Trinidad is what you called a top. All right, JD, big up yourself. Whisper will do well. He might not be the full package as yet. Yes, but Brando, we agree with that. We agree with that, but we don't even know we get on this conversation. We don't even know. You get me, JD? Anderson is performing week in, week out, and the JPL top scorer. Brother, the man, I don't even take the JPL alone. Let me scrap the JPL. We saw the man turn up at the trials. And the man turn up at the trials. And I never knew him. And I had to ask about him. Who is this brother with his ear die out or something? Because this man moving different from everybody else. You get me? And I knew that you guys went there to look at other people. Because based on how you're talking in the chat, I knew that you went to look at other people. And once I said the guy with the ear, everyone said, oh, Anderson. So that simply means he was the one that honestly catch your eye. You understand me? And that's the truth. Lenny I's son could have been a good winger, but he chose track and field. David Scott, no say Bibi play championship, but he also play. No, King, Ishmael King, you don't have a on a bad mind whisper that's coming from Teddy Lee. Wow. Big up yourself, Teddy. The JPL has two levels above SBF. So Anderson has proven himself. Yes, he has proven himself at least to this level. I will call Colin Anderson. He playing for a club and scoring week in, week out. Yes, man. Brother, people, if you're in Jamaica, you cannot dispute this conversation, man. Even if you think the guy no good, the guy is doing something. You get me? There is a reason why Butler don't want Whisper to play in the youth. If he don't perform, his stocks will drop massively. I do believe that as well, Umzo. But I know you know what you're talking about. Why haven't we found a next Bibi? A young SBF and JPL player that went straight to the EPL and do well. Because the EPL levels have risen to a different heights. That's one. And our levels have fallen off big time. You know, so a combination of both that caused the problem. Rate him, but Bibi overhyped because of one of the love Jamaica people have for him. Them never love Walter Boyd, but Bibi was a bigger player than Walter Boyd worldwide. So I don't know why. I don't think people making up stories. You can say Walter Boyd was tricking, was a dribbler. But Walter Boy was never on the level of football in football. He never completed football as Bibi. Never. So even though you look at the trickery that Walter Boy could do, I don't think he reached the level in football as Bibi. I'm very sorry, guys, but that is reality. And if you ask any coach that watch both of them, they're going to tell you that Bibi's level of football that he reached, the heights that he reached when he was getting all of those places that wanted to sign him, Walter Boy has never reached there in his life. That is not even a question. That is not even a question. Walter Boy has never reached the level of what Bibi Gardner reached in football. Never, ever. That's not even a question. So you're that Walter Boy conversation can't even come up. Walter Boy was never on the level of that player, brother. I'm very sorry. You and you bad man Craig Butler, leave the Butlers propaganda channel alone at Teddy Lee. Okay, so the man Ranger and call out Teddy Lee. JD Anderson's perform. Yes, man, we agreed. Yeah, man, but when we talk about football, and achievements, Walter Boy and Ricardo Gardner is not in the same ballpark. I'm very sorry, guys. That is just the reality. And that's why we are standing up on football, what we can go and check, JD, most Jamaicans love striker. Yes, I know people will jump up and say that. People want to attack me, but if you go to the facts, and when we talk about football and go to all the coaches, go to all the coaches in world football and they show them a two tape, nobody would say Walter Boy is better than Ricardo Gardner, because principle of football is different from what Jamaican people look at football. In the coaching levels, here it's completely different, guys. Nobody would pick Walter Boy over Ricardo Gardner. None at all. It's not going to happen. No time in reality. It's not going to happen. I'm very sorry. All right? I'm very sorry. I know it's going to offend a lot of the super supporters of the Boyd collection, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to put too much disrespect on football and all about hyping and flicking over head and all sorts of things. No, football, he's not in the same ballpark. Do you think Boyd was overhyped based on his skill of play? And I think he was a good footballer. Yes, he was a good skiller. Yes, I don't necessarily think he translated into the levels of football that really should have made him the household name worldwide. I don't think he reached that level. All right, David Scott said Boyd are the deadliest Jamaican me ever see touch a ball. What a brother talented. Okay, now we understand where you're coming from. So guys, now we understand. We have learned something today. People don't want to talk about football. They just want to talk about what they have, the skill set, what they have remembered. So Jamaican levels of football is different from what people worldwide look at football at, and Ricardo Gardner still remains our best local product we created that played for the national team. It's not going to change. What is bad, man? I'm confused. No, I think my boy just come in to start the chat. So guys, we had a beautiful show yet again, and we have the girl show. We want you guys to go over there and drop a like at it. We talked about what will take place in the Concacaf region. We did a lot of things. All right. Yes. Chris Smith, let me answer next two. Chris Smith says, JD, Walter Boyd was at Swansea in League 2 and flop. They let him go. He can't compare to Bibi. No, but and Tapper. So I heard Tapper and Walter Boyd get the most ratings, but I don't think none of them even come half as close to Bibi Gardner. I don't even think it. And if you watch them play, you wouldn't even think it as well too. Yes, so I think you guys just respect who you want to respect, not based off football itself. But if it's football, Ricardo Gardner was different level. All right. Ricardo Fuller was outstanding. He also stood at 6'3", huge advantage. Yes, Ricardo Fuller was a good player as well, and outplayed the next two as well. So Ricardo Gardner and Ricardo Fuller are the two best Jamaicans. Triple E, Jamaican will call you bad man if you look upon them wrong. JD, I think they are getting skilled mixed up with overall talent, knowing the game. Yes, I think that's the problem. Put the link for the show. Guys, we're going to drop the link for the show, and all you need to do is just drop a like on the video when you're going over there. All right. Yeah. Oh, my phone died on me. So guys, one of the moderators just copy the link for the YouTube program that we run this morning for the girls because I said if that video don't do good for the girls me and have a problem because we're not supporting Jamaica, we're not support on the drama filled programs, All right, yes. Warren Webster, drop it there. Drop it in the chat and we will get it done. But thanks yet again, guys, for all of you guys turning out. We have chopped it up. We never got the chance to build an actual squad for the Trinidad game. We will reserve it for the next stream. All right, I'm going to contact everybody in the JPL, get all of the information, and come out with my best 11. All right, because you know me. I'm gonna come up with my best 11. Omar Fallin said, JD, if a man Salah and pile in the stadium, he will be a legend. That's how we rate players in Jamaica. The other footballing skills set don't make it for us. Well, that's why we don't have much footballers. But that's why. Because everyone are so Jason Guna dropped the link. Massive respect, Jason Guna, for that, guys. Let me check now. Yes, so let me check it. It's on 72. If we get 30 likes on it to make it 100, that would be good, because I did go for everything for that one. For this, you just drop 30 more likes on it, and we reach the level that we wanted. All right, Umza said, good show, thank you. Well, Umza, thank you very much. I think the shows have risen back to the level that they were before, when I made some standout claims. All right, so guys, you like these videos, or you like the ones last week and beyond? Let me know what you choose. You like me chopping up the conversation, going for all the analytical details, and bring back to you and have these fiery conversation one-on-one with JD, or you want me to go back to the all sorts of madness cut down the drain? Remember, these are contents that can go into America, because I have Americans watching, I have Surinamese watching, Asians watching, Netherlands, England watching, and everyone understands. You understand me? So you want these contents, or you want me to go back to the Boogie Yaga? Which one? Boogie Yaga are these contents? Let me know. All right, JD, we need a showbolt, boy. All right, best show in a while. Okay, so people saying it's the best show in a while. All right, so you want Boogie Yaga, or you want real show? We have 107 people here. Make me know, Boogie Yaga or real show. All right. No drama video. Tired of the nice. All right. So we're intelligent people, JD. All right. No madness. What? Brain Jane said he wants fully dunce and war. Brain Jane is not here for nothing football. He's here for drama-filled program and nothing what we learn on a blackboard. And I'm telling you, this man have learned a lot of things on the blackboard. You understand me? But the fact that he wants drama, he just need a little bit of spice in that internet life, because he has different lives, you know, internet and also his natural life. Educated goodness beat Don's badness. All right. So the man said, I should not devalue the show anymore. I should stay on the quality. We're gonna be doing that, and I love the fact that I see the improvement. All right. Yes. Confusion will get us nowhere. No passa. All right. Straight facts. We talk drama. All right. So look at it, yeah, guys. In the end, we did a video yesterday. I love the fact that people said, JD, love that you continued to complete it. I named the 25 best players, gone up to 27, and you realize out of those players, they all collect the awards. So clearly they were the best players, and when we look at them, we saw quality players. When we pick up the quality players and go look what they're doing, they are the best players them in the region, because they're playing for the biggest clubs them, and they're doing the best things. So I thought the youth 17s taught us something new, and it's a new chapter we're going in, which is the Nations League, the U20s coming up, and also the World Cup for the girls. So we have a very, very good set of things to come and talk about. All right, so big up on yourself. Thanks yet again. Make sure to keep on subscribing to both of the channels, Imaxit and Imaxit. JD versus Pretty Dan. Who is Pretty Dan? What are you talking about? You always say some names. How are you in foreign countries, but you know more about Jamaica than myself? Real show, JD. All right, so you want real show. All right. Brain Jane a choppy line. All right, yes. I am very much clueless on a lot of these statements, you know. But the one Jason I go let me know how I go on, you know. Jason teach me most of these slangs, you know. I don't know how they are in foreign countries like myself, but they know everything in Jamaica and I don't know nothing. You have a protect your brand, JD. Keep your cool and stay professional. This was a professional show. Only Dr. Gigi kind of get me off when Dr. Gigi talk about the big bad Ricardo Gardner, you know. I was really offended there, because I know that my eyeballs not My eyeballs not deceiving me. You understand me? And Ricardo, Gardner and Fuller are two of Jamaica's best personals exports, I would say. And it's not a question. All right? So we can't make up stories to fit our narratives. All right? Yes. Okay, it was good as well because maybe people never hear me get so passionate about a Jamaican subject. Yeah, man. Ricardo Fuller, I like people that complete something, you know? Yes. Real Jamaicans do not keep their cool all the time. All right, guys, let me leave here because it's going into the not so good part. I'm talking about other shows. Okay, yes, man, I'm done. It's not going to happen again. That's why I've made some drastical improvements. Ricardo Fuller is the greatest thing come from Jamaica after jerk chicken. Right. All right, so guys, take care and have a nice day. I will see you guys tomorrow because I have some other things that I will be doing, maybe over here and the Imaxit as well. So thanks very much. Make sure to keep smashing the like button. Let me see if we have hit our 150 target because you can't tell me that the show is good, you love it, and I've not hit the target. I've not hit the 150, but because it's early and I know people will come back, make sure this video hit 200. So peace out and stay safe. Ramiro or Navarrete didn't make the best 11. Wow, they never made the best 11 in the start, but they would have made the best 11 in the end. All right, and they're better than every other player. We know football. We ain't idiots. We know football. All right, guys, peace out. See you in the next one. Big up yourself, Jason, and every man in the chat. All right, every one of the man is them that become members. Put them super chat, hit them like button, subscribe. Big up. We are making the educated gang. We're gonna start make on this channel. We're gonna call ourselves the educated gang. We're gonna make a big gang. Big up on yourself. Peace out.